Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you here, and hopefully everybody had themselves a great weekend. Uh, Mine was quiet. It is a nice sunny day. I got a full cup of hot coffee, but I am alone. That's all right. Let me go over here and hit that like and share button, and you guys please do the same. Let everybody know we're on, so they come over here and join us. Hello, Roger. How you doing? All righty here. Very good, very good. Let's see. Go over here and share on the Twitter. And it's still called Twitter. I thought it was supposed to be X, but everything still says Twitter. I wonder what that's all about. Oh well, don't really care. It's not really good to relabel yourself or change your theme song. Neither one of those are good ideas. Anyway, I'm not going to spend any time here on the Twitter because it gets depressing real quick. Oh, look at that. The very first thing I see is talking about the WNBA, and the top three scorers are all white girls. That's weird. Anyway, but yeah, they're not having a good. They're not doing well over there at the WNBA. Of course, the thing is, I don't watch the NBA, so I mean, why would I watch that? Do any of you guys like basketball? I mean, when I was a kid, I watched it, but not really. It was just something that was on. I'm never a big basketball fan. Much preferred football. I only watch soccer when I'm forced to. Literally, a gun needs to be involved. Some of the Olympic sports are nice every 4 years. Yeah, I don't mind those. Baseball is good if you want to go to sleep. Hmm. I like automotive sports. How about you guys? What do you like? Um, Football is the best game simply because of all the strategy and all the stuff in it. However, I will say that I never really paid much attention to rugby. I did play a couple times when I was a kid, though. Just I didn't know the rules well, but we did. I did play a couple times. But over here, my son was on the rugby team in high school because they do rugby much more than they do football, which makes sense. I mean, think about all the gear and special fields and stuff you need. But so I did watch and pay attention to rugby, and of course we watched rugby games and Olympics and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I see why people like it. It of course has a somewhat similar feel to soccer up and down the field, but it's definitely better though. And it is neat watching it in a way because you can see where football came from. Of course, we all, as Americans, we all know that football is from rugby, but if you don't watch rugby, you don't really get it. But doing so, I do. So that was kind of nice. But I don't mind rugby actually so much. It's kind of it does have a nice pace to it. But let me know. What do you guys like? Usually everyone says we're all nerds, Chester. We don't like sports. Yeah. Roger says, yeah, I love basketball. Cool. Boxing, NASCAR. I like boxing. Um, the UFC stuff, the MMA mixed martial arts stuff. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's kind of more wrestling than it is boxing. I don't know. I kind of prefer boxing. It's more entertaining to me. But clearly, over the past 30 years, this is not the general consensus because MMA stuff has taken over and boxing has fallen to the wayside, which is a shame. It's much more entertaining to watch. Although I understand those MMA guys are quite amazing and skilled fighters. I get that. It's just not as fun. NASCAR, love NASCAR. You know the interesting thing, Roger. I do like motorsports, and I watch all kind of stuff. But although I do like following F1 as far as the constructor and how are the various teams doing with their vehicles year to year. Next year is going to be the most interesting because we've got a brand new set of rules and vehicles coming. But the best one to watch is NASCAR, which is kind of interesting. For the most part, they just go round and round. There's a couple of street tracks. I think is it Mexico a street track? I think it is. There's a couple of them. But mainly they just go round and round. Where they have long tracks, they have shorter tracks, and some middle stuff. But I don't know what it is, but it's just much more fun to watch NASCAR than F1. I suppose because there's a lot of action in NASCAR and F1. Basically, they're just in a line. Whoever wins pole is probably going to win the race, right? There's not a lot of passing or exchanging of positions in F1, particularly in certain tracks like say Monaco, that like hardly ever happens. But NASCAR is actually quite entertaining. If any of you guys have not watched NASCAR, I'd suggest go give it a try. It's not bad. It's fun to watch. It's entertaining. It's not horribly long. They have a lot of course, it's American, so the production value and all the commentary and little conversations about cars and teams and all that kind of stuff is a lot of fun. We Americans do a real good job with that. I've often said I think our best talent in America, what we're truly number one at, is entertainment. I mean, we're really good. Now we've had the past decade has put a stress on that concept. Let's be fair, but the whole world has been stressed in that regard. And of course, we got our military and all those kind of things. Sure, I get that, but we are really good at entertainment. We've always been so. Yeah. Let's see here. Roger says, but I stopped watching when it all became a shite. I don't know which one you talk about. Basketball, probably basketball, because when I was a kid, like I said, I used to watch basketball because it was on, and we only had three channels, right? And and there were some interesting things, and you had a lot. It was more of a gentleman sport like football is in a way. It did go extremely ghetto. It really did, and that's a bit distasteful for me anyway. But back then you had Magic Johnson and of course Michael Jordan, the great. You had Pippen, I remember, and of course Larry Bird, and there was all kind of guys, all kind of great basketball players, and it just seemed a little bit more professional and real, and it became super ghetto. Now I don't know if it's changed. Maybe it's better now because I do recall there was some years ago that they were trying to fix that, and it's like, no, you have to wear suits. They forced them back into suits, and there was a bunch of little things they were trying to do to clean up the image. So maybe it's better now. I just don't watch it. The only thing I really know is they keep putting LeBron James in front of a camera trying to act like he's smart with the book is always upside down or the other way around and when he speaks he's clearly really really dumb. He's a good basketball player though, but someone should tell that dude like, dude, chill. Yeah. um and Roger says he loves NASCAR because to him it's history in street racing. There is a lot of history. I mean, it came out of a bunch of moonshiners way back when, and became a thing. I mean, in America, as far as I know, it's our largest, most popular racing thing, and some of those, keep in mind, some of those tracks can put, pack in 400,000 people. I mean, that's a lot of people, dude. I mean, I think the most I've ever stood in front of myself was like 150,000, and that was at the Westerly Festival. That was insane. Looking at the sea of people, I mean, that's more than double that. Jeez, I don't know, dude. But yeah, NASCAR's just fun. It's also kind of wholesome, old school American wholesome. It's still got a heavily Christian vibe, which is like, I know I'm not a Christian, but man, if you have to ask me who do I want to hang out with, I'd much rather be around Protestants, to be honest with you. Although Buddhists are fine too, but Buddhists don't really have any. It's kind of like it's not religion really. It's more how to live your life as a good person, which is cool. But yeah, no, NASCAR's great. I also watch some of the European stuff, particularly their brand racing, which is, it's similar to NASCAR in a way because, they have all these different brands will come out with their own vehicles. Now, it's where in NASCAR everyone has generally the same car, and there's a very narrow window of what you can adjust. And that right now I think it's Chevy, Toyota, and Ford, right? Yeah. Those are the three vehicle options they have. Whereas the European one, they actually call it brand racing. It of course is a street course. I don't, I never noticed them ever doing, oval stuff like we do. Uh, but um, but of course, in that, Toyota will have a car, Porsche's got a car. All these big companies have their own vehicles, and of course they look like their vehicles. They're not all the same, like in NASCAR or F1. They're just out there racing against each other, and they do it kind of interesting. They race for an hour. It's not to a limit, an amount of laps or anything like that. They race for an hour, they take a break, they come back in the evening and race for another hour, but each time is with a different driver. Um, so it's accumulated in the end who the winner is. It's interesting. It's different than I've seen with any other racing. I've tried to watch MotoGP, which of course is motorcycle racing. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me very much. Even though when I was a kid, I loved motorcycles. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Anybody have an opinion on why MotoGP isn't very popular? You would think it would be, but it's not. I like watching drag racing sometime. Although the top fuel, funny cars that they run. I mean, that's of course the ultimate, and it is cool. But I kind of prefer watching more of the day racers and everyone trying to soup up their car for the drag and fighting against each other. That's kind of cool. Although recently, a lot of track day stuff is getting absolutely blown out of the water by Corvettes. I mean, you can go spend 80, $100,000, uh, do nothing, go to the track and whoop everyone's butt. And matter of fact, these new ZR1 X Corvettes that are just coming out, they're going to the race day, and they are they are making track records everywhere. But those new Corvettes are insane. So I mean, I guess that's a little. Is that in the spirit of it? I don't know. Yeah, it's but it is what it is. I remember not too long ago the Civic was doing the new, of course the Type R's 10th generation was doing similar things. You could just buy a car straight out for like 60, 70 grand and kind of take most everything on the track. Although the uh, ZR1 and the ZR1X are a whole different thing. It's pretty impressive what Corvette has done, to be honest with you. And it's nice because it's an American car. It's really nice. Although we did have the hypercar, the Aero hypercar, which is American, but that was like what, $1 million or something like that. You can go out there right now and buy a Stingray. 2025, probably 2026 is going to be dropping in a month, right, or two. You could buy a brand new Stingray with minimal everything on it. Just get the base model. It's under 70 grand, 60 some odd $1,000, and you get yourself. And the thing about the new vet that's got everybody interested is the fact that it's a 500 no 490 horsepower naturally aspirated engines. Um, they're really fast, especially between 0 and 60, and the top end's pretty good too. Although some of those sporty little hot hatches will get you on the top end with the Corvette, that the base end. However, the other thing that's great about the Corvette at every spec is it's a daily driver. It can do both. It can race around. You can take it to the track. You can enjoy it on the corners, and of course, you could just daily drive it back and forth to work. That's the thing that's killing the industry. Is the Corvette is literally a day-to-day car, a daily driver. And it's of course a hypercar. I mean, like I said, it's blowing the doors off of everything. With those engineers over at GM, man, They really did made something nice, right? Really a little bit of a masterwork over there. And it's just kind of killing. And the gas mileage, if you keep it as a daily driver and drive it normal and put it in its street mode or whatever it's called, um, it actually has pretty good gas mileage. It's not bad at all. I actually think it's better than my Civic. And the Civic is pretty good. It's a pretty good gas mileage for being a sports car. But yeah, I've been very impressed with the Corvette. I've been following it since the this new generation came out. Of course, they were going to end it and therefore come out with it because this is C8, this is generation 8, and they were going to come out with generation 9, but it's so popular and it's doing so well that they decided, nah, push it back. Let's go a few more years with it. So right now, like I said, the cream of the crop is I think sitting at 200,000. So the ZR1X is not cheap. Although you're buying an absolute monster machine. The problem with the new top end is it's less of a daily driver. I mean, that thing you have to so softly kiss that gas, or you're going to be just, you know, going way too fast down the road, and you could just get tickets after ticket after ticket. So maybe the top end ones aren't a daily driver, but the normal Stingrays or Z06s and stuff like that are. And another great thing about it is the drive control. A lot of times, like if you think of the C7, if you follow cars, the seventh generation Corvette uh, looked similar-ish to one we have. Not quite. It's a little more swept back, and you're sat back far in the car like a Corvette. Whereas now we got a mid-engine car. But I mean, you hammer on that gas in the C7, dude, you're going somewhere off to the right or left. You're in a field, right? That thing is so damn squirrely. Now, a lot of people with a rear end drive, we kind of like squirrely. It's fun, right? But for the average driver, you're going to be in a ditch. Whereas the new C8, you hammer on that gas, you're going to go, and you're going to go exactly where you want to go. The handling on it is really impressive, which is of course why it's tearing up the Nürburgring track and Nürburgring, of course, was where they do all their speed testing for cars when they come out, right? And it's because of the handling. You could anybody could throw a giant engine in a car, but the handling is what's great. Like with my car, which I researched for a couple of years before I bought my sports car. And the thing that makes the Civic so great isn't the engine. The engine's good. It's a good engine. But it's that damn handling, dude. Just like you're glued to the road, you can take corners at stupid speeds. You can go into a corner with a Civic so much faster than you think you could, and then you can even go faster than that. It's insane, and that's why it had records at Nurburgring and holds all the records it does. Is because of that damn handling, dude. And it sounds like the C8 is even at the top end has got that similar thing going on. Um, let's see here. No, of course, no one said anything because I'm just talking about Corvettes. All right, fine. We do got a few of you in here. I appreciate you guys. I don't know if Eric is about. If Eric's about, he should jump in here with me. Haven't spoken to Eric one on one for a while. But if you are about Eric, come be about here, Eric. Okay. We'll see if he comes in. Anyway, it is just me today. Thundero is got personal business, which is great, of course. And I'm going to be getting into the various stories I set up, and we'll probably be a little bit shorter today than usual, but that's okay. But nevertheless, I might as well kind of get into it. I know you guys like it when I kind of do a quick geopolitical wrap up of the world. And there's not a lot to add right now. Things are kind of in limbo, which is actually a good thing. Um, China is still having just insane amounts of fires, collapses. There's been an absolute rash of roads collapsing. I mean, giant sinkholes in the road. They've had an amazing heat wave this summer. I mean, insane. So hot it's just melting everything, which is weird because Korea's fine, Japan right here is fine. Russia, other than Kamchatka, which has earthquake after earthquake, now a giant volcano went off yesterday. So Kamchatka's, got something to say. But then again, there's not a lot of people there, so it's not really hurting anyone so much. But China is an absolute devastation, and for years the Chinese have been invoking the word, the phrase, the mandate of heaven. Now that is a very Oriental thing to say, where in the West we'd say God's will, right? But they say the mandate of heaven in their various languages, and I'm having a hard time not agreeing with them, because the idea of the mandate of heaven is that the gods, the heavens, are coming in and chastising poor leadership through natural disaster and various other bad luck and hijinks, and therefore trying to force bad leadership out to bring in new, better leadership. It's an interesting concept, but then again, if you think about Western kings, they always talk about that they are elected by the God, the Almighty God, and it's we've heard this stuff our whole lives through TV and movies and various things. How much of it is actually true for the actual peasantry on a day to day, I don't know, but we know what they mean. However, the Chinese have been screaming mandate of heaven for years now, and I I'm having a hard time disagreeing with them, guys, because I mean, there's so many natural disasters going on out of nowhere. Ridiculous heat waves, ridiculous cold waves, storms out of nowhere, worst they've ever seen or recorded, massive flooding, earthquakes. It's insane, one after the other, natural disaster year after year. Now, to be fair, China kind of always has issues, which is why the ancient Chinese built all those great canals. And of course, Mao Zedong decided, hey, let's tear that up. Let's get rid of that. Genius. But nevertheless, it's bad. And you're like, oh, okay, well, that's just nature, or some of you might even say that's climate change. But dude, Korea's right next to them. No problem. Japan, no problem. We've had great weather for a long time. I think the worst weather year I've seen was like 17, 18 years ago, as far as hot summer. We had a real hot summer then. Of course, we had a real bad typhoon back then. But we get little flooding here or there every year, but that's normal. Um, the weather's normal. Actually, this summer has been, kind of normal hot, maybe a degree hotter than last year. But we have hardly any humidity because our rains weren't so intense. They were just kind of light rains we had. Therefore, it's the humidity's not high, so it doesn't bother me at all. And we've had some good wind this year too, which I should knock wood on that. You they'll come back and get me. But So it's weird because all around China, weather's great, no problem whatsoever. But China's getting absolutely wrecked. So I don't know. You tell me, is the mandate of heaven or divine intervention, is it a thing? I don't know. Chinese certainly think so. Anyway, beyond that, Southeast Asia is doing really well. There's a lot of new deals being made with America, of course, but other companies are opening up factories in various Southeast Asian places. The Japanese, in particular, are doing like a lot of business down there, but so are others. They're up but not coming up. The Myanmar thing has quieted down a little bit. It's nowhere near as bad as it was. I'd like to see it finished. Of course, we all would. India is India. Not much to talk about there. Australia, now that's embarrassing. It's pretty embarrassing. I mean, Trump won't even talk to Albanese. He still hasn't picked up a phone, right? And we haven't even bothered to send an ambassador. Think about that. We are like, we don't need one, right? Trump has really turned his back on Australia. I don't blame them. They're nasty. They said horrible things about him. They're always criticizing and looking down on us, but everybody does. I mean, if you're an American, even though we've been top of the heap for a while, at least since the Great War, but everyone loves to look down on us, right? And the Australians are no different. but he's definitely has no interest in talking to Australia whatsoever. But at the same time, when he dropped all his finalized tariffs, he just gave him 10%. Now, and that's the lowest you can get. And I suppose it's they don't really have anything. I mean, there's not any really competitive thing coming out of Australia. But for them, it's a problem because I mean they don't have they have serious China problems. China is doing their best to bully them and control them. So they need allies, and I imagine if there was real problems, the Americans would be there immediately. But it is interesting how Trump is treating them. Um, but then again, EU, he did make a pretty good deal with them. So that's great, but they're still doing their dumb nonsense. Keir Starmer is as much an idiot as ever. Keep in mind, Australia, Britain, and much of Western Europe are trying to implement their Save the Children internet bills. And of course, what that means is that they're going to censure you if you have anything negative to say about their politics, particularly bringing Islam and making it the standard in Europe. Don't you dare say anything about immigration. Now, they say it's for the kiddies, but that's not what it's for. We all know that. And of course, it's pretty disgusting if you ask me. Hello, Eric. How you doing?
I agree. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I don't even know
Um,
what you're talking about.
freedom of speech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Australia, Britain, and some of the other Western European countries are doing their best to get rid of internet freedom.
Well, yeah, Britain will throw you in jail if they don't like something, right?
That's right, but they say it's to protect the kids, though. Of course.
Canada has something similar if it's political they don't like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the other day, Trump was in there giving Starmer hell. It was hilarious. And the simple reality is, with their new bill, if Trump were, British, he'd be arrested for what he said.
Yeah, yeah, he would.
I'd love to see him try, though. I bet you Sadiq Khan would try. I'd love to see that.
Maybe,
Well, he's
probably.
well that Jagoff. I don't know if you ever seen him speak, but do keep do keep in mind he is friends with the Muslim Brotherhood, right?
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. Now, for those of you who don't know who the Muslim Brotherhood, not only are they terrorists, the other Arabs and most of the Muslims in the world can't stand them. If that tells you anything, right? It's kind of like a Palestinian can't get a break anywhere because no one wants them, which once again should tell you something.
It should, but it
Yeah.
apparently doesn't resonate.
No, I'm just doing my standard geopolitical roundup.
Oh,
Um,
well, before you go on too far, there was
mhm.
a celebrity death just announced about an hour ago. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. I was working on
Lonnie
things.
Anderson.
No,
Yep,
no, no, that's not no.
yep, just saw it.
Damn, dude. Now I know some of you youngins don't know her, but you know how these days they're giving us that Sweeney Todd girl. What's her name?
God damn you. Now I don't know. Sydney Sweeney. Sydney
Sydney
Sweeney.
Sweeney. Now she's a cute little kid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah,
I
she's cute.
she's
Cute.
cute. She is cute, but she's not a
Registered Republican.
yeah, no, no, and she's a cute kid. I have no problem with her. Good on her for her little dad joke American Eagle Jean commercial, which was blown way out of proportion, and her basically saying "suck it." So good on her. Good on her. I have no problem with her whatsoever. But
And
she,
American Eagle saying suck it.
yeah, as they should, because just a dumb
Yeah.
dad joke. Get a grip. People are
Yeah.
screaming eugenics. What is wrong with your brain? You absolute moron. But anyway, um, we don't have the beauties we used to do. Let's just be fair.
No, we don't.
Let's just be
Nope.
fair. And let me demonstrate it to the youngins, shall I? It's a little sooner than I wanted to, but that's all right. Let me go ahead and jump right in here, and I will go here and go down and demonstrate to you what a Miss Lonnie Anderson is. Now, Lonnie, of course, she's famous for a couple things. She did date the Burt Reynolds. Didn't they marry?
They did marry, I do believe.
for quite a while. But of course, we know her from WKRP in Cincinnati,
Mhm, yeah.
which is a shame because Cincinnati sounds like it's gone way downhill. Did you see all those officials come out and basically say white people bad? Yeah,
No, I didn't see that. Was that, based
yeah.
on that big riot that happened last week, I guess?
Yeah, and it's the white people's
Yeah, yeah.
fault. They deserved it, you see, to get
Oh, yeah, of
mobbed by a
course.
bunch of ghetto people. But whatever. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Lonnie Anderson. Let me just show you. This was just a little sitcom on TV. It was kind of cute and popular. It went a few seasons, right?
It
Uh,
did. I wanna say at least 5, I can't guarantee that.
yeah, I feel so. Dude, she looked good at the end too. But
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
Lonnie, dude. Frickin' Lonnie, Jesus. She looked good at the end too, man. She looking great. Lonnie Anderson. Yeah. Now, Lonnie, to be fair, I mean, I didn't choose if you wanted me to choose a great beauty of the past. Lonnie doesn't come to my mind, although you can see she's an attractive woman. But
mhm.
she's also one of those women that it depends on the angle. I think she's a good looking woman no matter what angle you look at, but there's an angle of her that is one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen, right?
I don't think it's the one you're showing.
It isn't. It isn't. But I'm
That
trying to
looks kind
I'm
of
tr-
photoshopped.
it does look photoshopped, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but uh, but I was trying to. I was looking at the face, not the body. And 'cause
Oh,
she's still good looking
mhm.
here. But I'm saying that there are looks of Lonnie Anderson that are like, wow, dude.
Oh, yeah. Like that one.
Yeah, real beautiful woman. And of course, she knew how to carry herself. She was quite elegant. Was the persona she put forward. Even in
Mhm.
interviews, she wasn't like, say, what's that little skinny stupid girl that was in Thor? What's her
Natalie
name?
Portman.
Yeah, that one. Idiot. Um, but she plays her character and she's fine. She's certainly passable. I'm not going to take that away from her. But you listen to her speak, she's absolute brain dead. Just
Mhm.
dumb thing, has no couth whatsoever. Zero couth. I remember
Right.
her what it was it an Emmy or an Oscar? I think it was an Oscar for that Black Swan, which was mediocre. They gave it to her because of the
Yeah.
lesbian scene. You know that, right?
Right, right.
Um, and she get up and she's accepting her Oscar and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna go have at home and have sex with my husband now." Great, that's great. I guess that was the not gays statement. I guess.
I think it was, yes.
Yeah, yeah. But she's oh god. Now Natalie is kind of pretty though. Bit
She
skinny,
is.
but
Yeah.
she's pretty.
Skinny, but she's got a very pretty face, nice eyes. And when I
Yeah.
say eyes, I actually mean her eyes are very pretty.
Yeah, no, no, no. I agree. She is an attractive girl. She's just dumb as a brick. And when Lonnie, for instance, many of these ladies in the past, who knows how smart they were, but they were
Mm,
coached, and when they did their interviews, they put forward a certain persona, right?
right,
And
right.
Lonnie was real good at that. A very refined, kind of regal type of lady.
Yes, I agree.
Uh, yeah, very attractive woman. I mean, truly beautiful. Carried herself in an amazing way. Sexy, but also um, unattainable. I would say with Lonnie.
No, especially for Herb.
Well, especially for her, but you know what I mean. She always had that kind of thing. Although they always did hint that she and Johnny had something, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, they did.
Yeah. But if you haven't seen WKRP in Cincinnati, you can find episodes on YouTube. Go watch them. It's good fun. It was a great
Yeah.
show. And yeah, she looked great until the end, dude. Good for you, man. And it
Yep.
doesn't look so crazy surgery either. A little bit.
No, maybe a little bit, but I don't see a lot around the eyes or anything.
No, no.
There
And
might be a facelift there. I mean, who knows?
yeah, 79, dude. Um,
She would have been 80 in 2 days.
oh, they say what she passed on, or is it undisclosed by the family situation?
I did not even read that yet.
Wife, mother, and grandmother, of course. Yeah, sure, sure. I'm still not a grandpa, you know.
Well, I can sell you a few.
Yeah, I think really what you need to do is come yell at my children. Yeah.
I would, yeah.
So
I'll get him to have some.
yeah, fair. So it looks like, yeah, she's just Burt Reynolds' ex-wife. Did she marry again? I don't know. She got kids and grandkids. Are they all from Burt?
I don't think so. I don't know if her and Bert had any kids.
Huh. Let me see here. Let me go to her family section, personal life. Uh, four times.
Well,
Wah, wah. Wow, the old Hollywood, right? Because back in those days, it wasn't it wasn't couth to just sleep around, right? And they would just marry and get
right,
divorced and
right.
marry is what they did. Um, so it is what it is. Hasselberg, couple of years there. She married that guy for a little bit longer. She managed 7 years with Ross Bickle. That sounds familiar. She was with Burt for quite a while. For her, 6 years, a long time. She married Bob Flick, the music guy. Okay. Uh, she also had affairs with Gary Sandy. Really? That doesn't surprise me though. I honestly thought Gary was with Bailey though. I mean, off camera. Gary Sandy is
Yeah,
the guy.
I would picture that. Yeah, yeah.
It,
Travis, right?
it's Travis, yeah.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
sounds like no, he was having a thing with Lonnie. All right,
And Bailey was attractive too.
she was pretty, dude. She was
Yeah,
pretty in her librarian way.
right.
Um, Although some of the episodes where they tried to push her a little bit more sexiness or feminist affirming, it was not as good. I liked the cute Bailey who had an opinion and was usually right, and that Travis
Yeah.
supported. Because the other guys, Herb and who is the hog reporter, um,
Les? Oh
Les
no,
Nessman.
her. Yeah, yeah.
No, Les
Les.
Nessman. Yeah, Les Nessman. They weren't mean, but they were presented as being sexist. Now, which is kind of ridiculous because at that period in time, that was definitely not a thing. But that was Hollywood. I don't even think it was ever a thing. Do you think how Hollywood presents men treating women has ever been true?
I think it's possible back in the say 30s, 40s, maybe up to the 50s.
Do you really, though? I mean,
I think
especially
a lot of it was probably true. I do
now.
think that. Yeah.
See, the thing is, in the time where we have really good records like the 20s and 30s, I know 100% it's not true, right?
You
And I
think?
could give you a really good example of something that's glaring right in your face: prohibition, right? Who did that?
Uh huh. Yeah.
That wasn't the men, that
No,
was the
that's the
women.
women's.
Yeah.
That was the women's.
Even in, I mean, the past, I'd say 800 years since the establishment of Cambridge University. I know for a fact that none of that is true. Matter of fact, say for instance, adultery, right? Adultery is a bad thing, right?
Mhm.
And but simple fact of the matter is, if I ask you a question, if an adultery had been found out, who would get in more trouble? The woman who was adulterizing, or the man who had been cheated on? Who gets punished most in that situation?
From what I've heard, and I could be wrong, I heard it was the woman.
No, it's 100% the man.
I heard the woman would be stoned.
In
Depending
Islam,
where you were. Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I'm not
Depending where
talking
you
about
were, of
Islam.
course.
Islam is a crazy military religion that hates women and everything else. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Protestant world, right? Christian world. But no, men would. If you were a man, you got cheated on. You were considered to not be managing your household correctly, and they were horribly treated. In some cases, where tar and feathering comes from is from that,
Mhm. Yeah,
right? Now there were certain, very strict, especially with the Protestant Reformation, where the woman would wear or a scarlet letter,
right.
but the men also did. But if you look throughout history, particularly past 800 years. We have a lot of really good records, right? Um, yeah, it just isn't true, man. It's just like it is today. Men give women what they ask for. That's what we do.
Hmm. Even
This
Harvey Weinstein?
well, he was trying to give him something.
I don't know if they were asking for it from him.
No, probably not. That
Oh
I'm
god, he's disgusting.
well, I'm not saying there aren't sleazeballs. There are evil people,
Mhm.
men and women. But I'm just saying that human dynamic is not really doesn't range too widely. I'd say we're sitting at an extreme right now of feminine control, but it's not the first time, right?
No, no, no.
We do swing back and forth, but anyway, back to Lonnie Anderson. Um, Beautiful woman, fun actress, seemed quite kindly in the
Mhm.
interviews I saw with her. Obviously, horrible, horrible choices in men. Horrible. But then again, well, there's a lot of women like that. But she's a bit different, though. Oh, I remember this outfit actually. Um, you remember this one?
Oh,
But
yeah.
she's a bit different than, say, who was the violet-eyed lady, Queen of Hollywood, Elizabeth Taylor.
Mhm.
Now, Elizabeth Taylor, what, eight, nine marriages, something like that, right?
I wanna
Uh,
say it's like 13.
yeah, maybe it was a lot. It was a
It's a
ridiculous
ridiculous
number.
number. Yeah.
So she was just as messed up with relationships as Lonnie here, or far
Mhm.
worse, actually. But there's
Yeah.
a huge difference, though. Elizabeth Taylor, although an absolute, especially young, an absolute stunningly beautiful woman, was always came across to me as a mega bitch.
Yes. Yeah.
Mega, mega bitch, right? But Lonnie has always seemed as a sweet lady.
She
So
did.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. You say this is Photoshop, but I'm looking, and it probably is, but I'm looking at it again. This kind of seems like a normal 30 something lady trying to stay in shape, actually.
The body seems lumpy in certain areas, and if you scroll up a bit, I think there's another image. It's the same image, but with the head just slightly different.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
that one looks better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more 70s too. That's more of
Mhm.
a 70s look, isn't it? But anyway,
Yeah.
beautiful woman. Seemed like a nice lady. Clearly had a social issue with herself. Yeah, I always thought these two had a thing going on. In the show,
Mhm.
they suggested it, but I kind of
God, he's
felt
dead too.
yeah, he did die. Yeah, yeah, and Gary
Mm.
Sandy died too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Venus might be the only one still alive.
you sure? Last time I
Bailey,
saw
maybe.
him,
Bailey,
maybe Bailey, because last time I saw Venus, he looked bad.
but he was alive.
Yeah, he looked real bad though. But then again, last time I saw Gary Sandy before he died, wow, I was really, it was real bad, dude. It was
I
sad.
always thought he was one of the Bee Gees, to be honest with you.
Did you?
When as a kid, yeah, I was like, "Man, is he one of the Bee Gees?"
Yeah, he kind of had that look. You're right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean the interesting thing with it. This is a great picture, by the way.
Mhm.
This is such a good promotional thing for them. Yeah, that's a good look at her. Okay, even though these two might not have had any kind of actual relationship off screen, the chemistry between them was perfect, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
she was the unattainable woman, and he was the guy who didn't care.
Mhm. Yes, he was.
Yeah, and therefore she was attainable to him. But it was a great fun show. If you haven't seen WKRP in Cincinnati, dude, check it out, man. That's good fun. That's good fun. I mean, what would you say is your greatest sitcom from your childhood?
From my childhood, that's a tough one because they're kind of goofy kid ones, though.
Yeah, well, they started getting real lame, dude. I mean, Family
Well, different
Ties.
strokes.
Yeah.
Well, God, Family Tie. There's too many of them. I don't know if I could pick just one.
Well, Family Ties is, I think, right around that era is when things were getting way too sappy, right? And then that
Yeah, yeah.
culminated in Full House, which is ridiculous schlock.
Right,
Just
right.
sappy crap, absolute crap. Whereas you go back in the beginning of it, well, not the beginning, but for us, the 70s, we had sitcoms, but they had heart and they could be straight up drama sometimes, dude. Remember All
Oh
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
Family? That was
Oh
hard
yeah.
sometimes.
Yep.
Um, what was the
Good
one?
didn't, Edith got raped at one point.
Did you? Oh, I didn't
There's a
know that.
storyline with her being raped, yeah.
I didn't know that. I know she was the one where she died was quite powerful.
Mhm.
But yeah, there were, and of course MASH, but that's a little unfair, isn't it? What was the one with dynamite in it?
Good times.
Good times. The especially season one where the dad was there. That was a good show, dude. That
He
was a
was a
real
really
good
good
show.
actor, I liked
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be funny, but it also would deal with serious issues. It wasn't
Yeah.
like this lame schlock like we got in Family Ties and like I said, Full House is the worst. But yeah, it was a good show. Another one that I actually kind of enjoyed was the Jeffersons, which was All in the Family spin-up, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, 'cause, Jefferson was his neighbor that had the, dry cleaning store, yeah.
Dry cleaning
Or
store,
business, a
right?
whole
Yeah,
dry cleaning business, yeah.
business, and he was moving on up to the East Side in New
Moving
York.
on up.
That's what the Jeffersons
I
about.
got
It's
a
fun.
piece of that pie.
He did get a piece of that pie. Yeah, and that was cool. And there were some good mothers at that time too, much better than now. Um, but I think one of the best sitcoms for me in the late '80s, because things started getting stupid sappy, dude, was
Mhm.
Married with Children.
Well,
I
that was a
mean,
good one. That was a good one, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it's completely exaggerated to the nth degree, right? It's basically Family
Right,
Guy.
and at the same time as you have the Cosby Show going on, you got Married with Children over on
Right.
Fox at the time, where Fox was this extreme show network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Married with Children was much more comedy than drama. It was at least hard hitting because the
Mhm.
sitcoms in the late '80s, early '90s really got so schlocky and so ultra safe. I don't know why they did that. I don't understand what happened, but they did
It
get
was,
super lame.
yeah, yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Oh well. But it's better than now. Can you even name a show today? Are there any shows anymore?
There are some shows, one that the wife and I watch is, okay, now I'm going to network TV, not streaming. It would be, Tracker.
Tracker. Okay. Is that
Yeah, they're
about
on their
a tracker?
yes, he's like a bounty hunter,
Oh, okay.
but not like Dog the Bounty Hunter. People hire him to find people that are missing, so he goes out and finds them, and then there's this backstory which kind of slowly they're developing into where his dad took them when they were kids to go live off the grid.
I see.
His dad gets murdered. He thought his brother did it. His brother didn't do it, so now they're trying to trace down who did it.
Oh, I see.
It's been a pretty good show. No, uh, but really, I don't watch a lot of network TV anymore.
No, I don't watch it all. It's been a long
It's
time.
yeah, I'll tell you. We started watching The Rookie
Oh, with Nathan Fillion.
with
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. Yeah, yeah. We got past the third season, which is the super woke season. Um, because one of the actors wanted there to be a storyline within it about how racist cops were, or he was going to quit. So they did that. And he
Well,
wanted to go throughout the whole season. Then on the fourth season, even after they bent him over backwards to do this for him, he quit anyway.
why would they do that anyhow? That's dumb. Cops are racist. I would say cops are loyal to cops.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. But
mean,
this was like the year after George Floyd.
oh man, that was
Yeah.
so
So
that
and that show, yeah, that show was still going on. I didn't know it was still going on. We started watching it, and we're like on the fourth season now. So yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, that season was it was like okay, whatever. But for the most part, I really like it.
yeah, I've seen some clips from it, and well, Nathan Fillion's great. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
he is
I watched some of his show Castle way back, where he was a writer tagging along
right.
with cops. Yeah.
Mhm.
But honestly, of that new generation, like, the early 21st century stuff, that I liked the best was probably The Mentalist.
I never watched The Mentalist. You liked Monk,
I
didn't you?
loved Monk. Yeah, but
See, Monk. You forgot about Monk.
that was a sitcom. I did go straight to
Yeah.
drama. You're right. But
Uh,
no, Monk was great.
um,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed How I Met Your Mother
I never watched it. I never watched it.
until the last couple seasons got bad, but
Yeah,
for the most part, and it ended horribly. It's one of those shows that it had a lot of great episodes, a lot of great seasons, and they just couldn't stick the landing.
yeah, I'm just so busy, and I've been that way for since adulthood, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
That I just don't have time. Therefore, I hardly watch TV at all. Mainly, I'll watch movies with my wife. I just don't. I haven't watched. I didn't see Two and a Half Men, which seemed to have been a big one. I didn't
Mhm.
watch King of Queens or any of that. I didn't see any of it. Any of it. Yeah. Uh,
Two and a Half Men, I used to watch quite a bit. King and Queens, I caught on syndication.
I see. Any other ones you
That
enjoyed?
70s show, I enjoyed that 70s
I
show.
saw a couple episodes, yeah. They got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
90s show now where they're, older. They brought them back.
Already canceled.
Oh, okay. I see.
It went, I think, 2 seasons, maybe 3, but yeah, they canceled it pretty quick. Yeah, it wasn't that good.
No,
The
I
the
did see a
best
couple
part
episodes.
were the parents,
Yes.
Red and
Red
Kitty,
and Red and Kitty were great, and,
and if they
I
would've
liked
gave them just
Fez.
their own show, like moving down to Florida in a retirement community, I would've watched that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, Red was the best part. He was the catalyst. And that's
Yeah.
usually what it is. It's usually somebody, it's like the Fallout show people seem to would like, but they don't like what they're supposed to like, right? What they like is this kind of pseudo bad guy. And of course, because he's a great actor, that guy from Justified. Um,
Yeah, Goggins. Well, that's what I like about it. It's,
yeah,
Boyd Crowder as a zombie.
as a zombie. But I'm saying he's not the one you're supposed to be liking, right?
No, no, he's the
Um,
best part of that show.
yeah. Well, it's like the Spider Verse, and my daughter, my children grew up, of course, with Marvel and DC because of me,
Right.
right?
Right.
But my daughter's the one that really kind of glommed onto it more than my son did, to be honest. And she's a big Spider-Man fan, and she watched that, and the only thing she liked in it at all, we want to guess what it was?
What was it?
Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yeah, and if you go back to that first movie, everything everyone was talking about wasn't Spider-Man, it was Nicolas Cage, and what certainly what Miles Morales.
No, no, I would have thought, I know this is me being racist. She would like the anime spider.
Um, I don't know. What
I don't
is
even remember
that?
what the name of that one was. It's the little girl with the big robot spider.
Huh? I don't know either.
It was part of Across the Universe or Across whatever it was.
No,
Spider-Verse.
she
Yeah.
does love anime, but she is capable of distinguishing things.
Yeah. No,
Um,
Nicolas Cage was great in it. I mean, he didn't have much a big part at all, but he delivered it.
Yeah, what we need is a complete animated Spider-Man noir with Nick Cage is what we
Well, they're
need.
doing a live action.
And they keep saying that, but honestly, just do an animated with him.
They are
Um,
doing it, but there's a lot of fake trailers out there
yeah,
for it.
no, I've seen those. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah. But if you did you read the Spider-Man noir series, or the Iron Man noir, all the noir stuff? Did you read it?
No, I did not.
I
No.
did. And I love the aesthetic. It's one of the best things Marvel's ever done. The
Hmm.
aesthetic is great. How they took the characters and molded them to Depression era America,
Mhm.
is a great. The Vulture was one of the best because a lot of the bad guys, instead of being technological or what have you, it was more of like mutation, like
Right.
a weird Victorian horror type of thing,
Oh, okay.
or I guess it would be Edwardian, wouldn't it? But yeah, I loved it, loved it, loved it. It looked so good. It was neat. And Nick Cage is the perfect voice for that Spider-Man. And he's too old to really do a live action. I don't want to even hear it. He's too old. Uh, no, he's got good roles ahead of him, I'm sure, but he's too
No,
old.
you're right. He is too old.
And but I'd love to see him do an animated, and I bet you it would just knock it out the frickin' block, dude. A park. Uh, Borders Buffalo, but was a serious issue. What are we talking about over here? The chat is on to something. Um, let's see. The girl was certainly something sexy in her day. Lonnie Anderson, yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, no, she's a pretty girl. But anyway, yeah, no sitcoms, man. I guess the last one I saw was just a few episodes of Full House, and I absolutely shut that off. What was that, 90
Ah,
something, right? Early
uh,
90s?
Early 90s. That is definitely the early 90s because you had, what was the other one that came out about the same time? One with Urkel.
Oh yeah, I
Family
watched a couple
Matters. Family
Family
Matters.
Matters. I
Yep.
watched a couple of episodes of that too, but once again, I just they absolutely schlocked up and softened to the nth degree sitcoms. I don't know what was going on in America at that time. Maybe it was the Satanic Panic, the kind of a knee jerk reaction to it after the fact. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I could think of that was going on in the 90s was Clinton.
Well, now this is before Clinton. What I'm talking about, this would be
Uh,
late Reagan,
that was
Bush.
yeah, the 80s with all that stuff.
Yeah, the late '80s. In the mid '80s, of course, we had Satanic Panic, and and it had been going on for about a decade, I'd say. That whole nonsense. But the Christian right, um, they've been pushing hard for quite a while. I don't blame them. It's their religion. It's how they see the world. That's fine. But they seem to have forgotten the fact that we do have freedom of religion in America, but we also have separation of church and state. Um,
Yes.
Now, with that said, I kind of don't. I think they were right though, which is weird for me to say.
With regards to what part?
Just not having personal discipline and etiquette. We've allowed it to
Oh,
go
okay.
way out the window, dude.
Okay.
Look at the world it is. You and I are older. We see it, but we don't have to live it. But look at
Right.
how the young people are, particularly the women. The outrageous level of sluttery amongst women is out of control, dude. It's truly out of
No,
control.
well, take a look. Just was it last year that Hawk 2 girl?
Yeah, no, it's a perfect
There's a
example.
perfect example. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
I mean
right.
that was went viral and went on. She has her own show on YouTube if anyone's still watching it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, tell them
I
what
think
that
her
was. Go
15
ahead.
minutes have gone.
They probably
Hawk
have,
2.
but
I mean, yeah, they walked up. Some guy who interviews people walked up and I don't remember why she said she hawk two that thing, which is spitting up on a thing
on a penis,
before
yeah.
she goes down. Yeah,
Yeah. Which is like, what are you, a porn star? I
yeah.
mean, what are you doing? I mean, I've
And
never
then
had. Have you ever had a woman spit on your dick, dude?
no,
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 I've
I
never
have
had a
not.
woman spit on my dick. I've had women do shit to my dick. To be fair, all kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
But I've never had a
yeah,
woman spit on my dick. And if she did, I
no,
would look at her sideways. What the fuck are you doing?
yeah. And I had to. We were all at dinner like a week or two after that had hit, and I forgot where we were at some restaurant, and my wife started talking about it, and she goes, "What is that?" What I'm like, "I'll explain it to you on the way home, not in front of all the kids."
Right. But the thing is how open and out there it was.
No,
That's
it
the
was out there
problem.
for anyone to see, and there's children that have social media accounts,
Yeah. Yeah. Which
and
is
they
how
see that it went everywhere.
they do. And this is how these Democrats get, because they'll say, "Oh, we got to protect the kids." And you're like, "Well, I don't disagree." But that's, of course, they're just using it as an end around, right, to get to what
Right,
they really
right.
want. And that's what Democrats all politicians, but Democrats are, notorious for that. Because one of the problems, if you want to look at things ideologically, most people over here are at least centrist or right, I would assume, on this channel.
Mhm.
But
Yes, yes.
yeah, but the thing with it is, it's really comes down to the ideology of how they do what they do, as far as I'm concerned, right? Because to be
Mhm.
fair, I'm probably closer to a classical liberal than I am a Republican. To be fair,
Okay.
I'm certainly a centrist. But the difference is very simple. Democrats rule by fear. That's how they do their
Yes.
business. They want you terrified. They want you
Mhm.
afraid. They can't win the argument, so they try to get rid of the argument. I love the fact that what is that Booker boy's name? Cory Booker?
Cory Booker. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a little shit. Dude, he's up there talking about gerrymandering and this is amazing. Dude, that's all you Democrats ever do.
Yeah. They're
It's
very
like
hypocritical.
oh, extremely. Now the Republicans are. I'm not saying they're perfect because they're not. And they
Oh
hardly
God,
ever
no,
get
no.
anything done. But the Republicans are more about, hey, we're going to give you the freedom and leeway to do what you want, and we're going to make sure you have money in your pocket because please buy our stuff. You know,
Mhm. Right, right,
Republicans, right? But yeah, no, that gerrymandering thing is outrageously stupid, dude. Let me give you an example. California, right? California. Now, in
right.
California, the if you look at the actual voting roll, meaning how people voted, right? Um,
Mhm.
60% of them vote Democrat, 40% of them vote conservative. Okay, a
Right.
Republican, right? So, all right, it's a blue state. Not shocking. However, when you look at the congressional districting and how many congressmen are in California are Democrat or Republican, would you like to guess what the percentage is?
You tell me it's not 60-40?
No, it's not, shockingly enough. Matter of fact, the Republicans only hold 17% of the seats.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So, and this is true in every blue state, by the way. Every blue state. It's not as extreme as that, but they're all wrong. It's all wrong because gerrymandering and that, and
It's probably like that in, Illinois too. I know there's very few Republicans that hold office.
yeah, even though
Even
probably
though the majority of the state votes Republican, Chicago just
right,
outweighs the entire state
it does. And if you look at America, we're pretty much a 50-50 country.
for the most
And
part, yeah.
and it simply comes down to countryside versus city because city people don't make anything. All they do is
No, they
consume,
don't.
right?
Right.
Therefore, they don't understand what it takes to make things. Countryside
No.
makes stuff, and they understand. Well, you got to be conservative. We got to make sure we're dealing with thin margins here, and that's the difference. And America is
Mhm.
just 50-50, and a lot of the first world is like this, um, which is why Democrats love to attack farmers. And
Right.
it shows you how stupid they are. Because some people say they're just insane, but no, I just think they're dumb. I mean, have you listened to them speak? Who is the smartest Democrat you can name in America right now?
Right now?
Yeah,
Oh, Tulsi Gabbard.
she's not even a Democrat anymore. I would,
But she was.
I would say Shapiro over in Pennsylvania is fairly bright. Um, but in general, if you listen to them talk, they're morons, absolute morons. But if I ask you to name a bunch of Republicans who are quite clever, there's a list, right?
Yes,
Now
yes.
they got some people.
Do you really believe they're morons or they just believe the lies they are telling?
No, I think they're soldiers is what they are. They're little
Mhm.
soldiers. They say we're going to put money behind you. We're going to get you elected, but you got to do exactly what we tell them. They say yes, sir. How
Right.
far, sir? I think they're soldiers. There is leadership that is certainly knows what they're doing, but I think that's a big difference. I think a lot of the Republican leadership you see it in front of you on TV if you pay attention, whereas Democratic leadership is in the shadow. You never see them. I think
Mhm.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
another big difference. Keep in mind that most of these Democrats, especially the big ones, probably all of them, they are supported and under control of Bilderberg Group or whatever they're calling themselves these days. I think they tried to change their name. Now, the Bilderberg
Yeah,
Group,
everybody still knows him as Bilderberg.
yeah, but I have a feeling they probably have changed their name. Now, the Bilderberg, a lot of people like to make conspiracy theories about Illuminati and all that kind of stuff. But dude, it's not a conspiracy theory. These are a bunch of bankers who want more money and more control. It's not shocking. It's just
Yeah,
normal. And
but we're
keep
not
my
supposed to question it.
well, no, you're not. But
No.
they in their pocket are all the major Democrats you've ever that you can name. They own them, and we've seen them
Mhm.
go to meetings. We know they're getting sponsored. George Soros is a upfront face of funding for them, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, a lot of people want to make conspiracy theory out of it. It's not. It isn't. It's just politics. Money. But it's It is what it is, but the thing I'm curious, and you're in it, I'm not. I'm at afar watching and loving the spectacle because Trump, hate him or love him or hate him, he's freaking entertaining, dude. Uh,
He is. Yeah.
he is. He was giving Keir Starmer absolute fits the other day. It was great. Uh, did you see that interview? That was funny.
I did
Um,
not see that one. No.
Oh my goodness. Kier was just beside himself. Matter of fact, a lot of clips are coming out because the camera's focused on Trump because he's speaking, and Kier is on the left
Right.
hand side. So people have taken and kind of focused the camera just on him when Trump is speaking. All his facial expressions, it was agonizing for him. Yeah, Trump was beating on him. I think the thing I want to ask is Trump is a phenomenon, clearly, right?
Right. Right.
He's having crazy success, and we're a half a year in, dude. It's going to be an interesting
Right.
ride.
Yeah.
It's going to feel long. I tell you that. Now, here's the thing, though. Trump is a phenomenon. I get it. I understand that. The next president, whether it be DeSantis or JD Vance or whoever, from representative from the Republicans. The Democrats have shot themselves in the face so many times. I really don't know that they have anything to offer in the next election. So, do you think it continues though? Is this just a Trump phenomena, or is the Republican Party really on top? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if they're really on top. I think it's more of a phenomenon. I don't know if whoever takes over can continue
I feel
the
that.
wave.
Yeah, I think
Um,
they're. I
I
think
mean,
that
it's
they're
probably going to go back to the status quo is what's going to happen after he's
right.
out.
That's right.
They're going to be, because Trump's a troll. Come on, he's a troll.
He is.
He gets out there, gets under everybody's nerves because he knows he can.
He's a mafia
And I,
boss. He's just our
yes,
mafia
yeah,
boss. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if JD Vance will do that or whoever gets in there. And that's if they win. Who knows? I mean, over here anymore, you never know. You just never know
True.
how it's going to
Um,
go because you got the left just telling lies nonstop, and the people that follow them just believe them without even looking at anything.
they are
But
reducing. I think the next election, Republicans are going to win unless something catastrophic happens. They are going to win it. I'm just talking about do they have a future? Or yeah, which you answered, the phenomena. Because I
yeah,
feel that way. I feel Trump is a thing, but I don't know that the Republicans are a thing.
no, I don't think they are anymore.
Yeah,
No.
that sucks though,
It's a
doesn't it?
shame. Well, honestly, I don't know how much of a shame it is. Neither one of the parties care about anyone but themselves. They've both been in office long enough to do shit, and they just don't.
No, they're useless. There's a couple of
Oh, they
things
are.
they've been
They are.
doing, and there's some things coming down the line that I think will be
Yeah,
useful.
yeah, yeah.
If Trump can get them in this 4 years to legalize some of his executive orders, it will be useful.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, they're kind of politicians, man, politicians.
Hmm.
Um,
Worse than
and
lawyers.
Yeah, I kind of wish Trump had done it earlier, and we just throw out was it an amendment, or I think it was an amendment that restricted how many terms you could run. Um, because a younger Trump going for like freaking 5 terms would have been great.
Yeah. Well, shoot, when he first ran the first time, everybody thought it was a joke, and
So did
I think
he.
that's why they're also that's why they all got so butthurt
Yeah, I think so.
because he won,
Yeah,
and they all thought it was a joke, and they said,
yeah.
he'd never win anyway, and they got angry about it,
Well,
and
he
they
thought it was a joke
remained
too. Let's be
angry.
fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the thing is that the competitor in Trump kicked in.
Mhm.
And he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
no, don't tell me I am good at what I do. No, fuck you. It's what Trump did, right?
Mhm.
And now he's just doing his thing, and he's really good at it. He's just really good at it. Now this tariffing thing, we all knew it. That's the thing that kills me. All these people saying all this stuff and surprised that Trump is winning and stuff, and it's like, well, dude, just read his damn book.
Right, right.
I mean, it's not hard what he's doing. It's pretty straight up. And if you wanted to compete against him, then it's not hard to do. Although it's
Right.
probably in your best interest to go along with it because he's trying to make money,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, why don't they just read his book? You know,
Too much work?
is it? It's not a very long book.
No, no.
But whatever. It is hilarious though. I'm absolutely loving it. He just smashes the hell out of exactly the right people, right?
He
Because
does. He
he
does.
does. Yeah. Well, because Trump he knows how to win, and he only leans into 80-20, situations.
Oh,
You
right,
know,
right.
he
Yeah,
he doesn't take on actually controversial stuff. He leans in 80-20 constantly. It's just the Democrats, because of their TDS or their strategy, they're constantly on the 20 side of it. And it's like,
they are. They are.
why do you think you're in the hole, man? I
There
mean,
is one of them that's been surprising me lately with a lot of his comments.
who?
Bill Maher.
Well, he's a classical liberal, though, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, but he was so hateful the past few years. But this past couple years, I mean, he's been calling out the Democrats for being stupid. He admitted the other day he was wrong about the tariffs driving us into a depression.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he's still got some far out there shit he says,
Well,
but
he is a liberal. Yeah, he's a California
he's
liberal.
got a lot more stuff that makes sense now because
Yeah,
he apparently he just the blinders came off and he saw how stupid people were acting.
yeah. Well, you got a lot of it. You got Dave Rubin, you got Carl Benjamin, you
Mhm.
got Joe Rogan, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera. These are all Democrats, every one of them.
Yep.
But they're like, no, we're not communists. You
Right.
see, and that's the problem. They've gone so progressive, and what there's just so many of the policies and things they say are so stupid. Like they're going on about the alligator Alcatraz, right? They won't shut up about it.
Right.
Now,
Right.
first of all, they called it alligator Alcatraz because they knew you would be butthurt over it, and they thought it was funny, and they were right.
Yes.
Now,
Mhm.
you
Oh
do
yeah.
realize detention centers like that all over America are being opened, right? Everywhere,
Right. Yeah.
because they
Mhm.
have to move what 14 to 20 million people out of the country. They need
Yep.
facilities to do that, right? Now,
Yep.
first of all, they're calling them concentration camps. Now, Eric, would you like to educate the peoples in what a concentration camp is, please?
Well, it's not Alcatraz for the alligators or alligator Alcatraz.
No, it's not that.
I mean, we're not gassing people.
No,
We're not torturing people.
no.
We're not starving people to death.
Mm-mm,
We're not putting them in front of firing squads.
mm-mm.
And yeah,
But the
total
general,
different situation. I mean, this is apples and bananas, is what it is.
yeah, it is. And of course,
Yeah.
understand a concentration camp, that by definition, what it is a place to re-educate people.
Mhm.
That's the point. We actually also would, back in the day, would call them re-education camps, right?
Yeah.
Concentration
Mhm.
camp. And there is no education going on whatsoever. These are
Mhm.
detention centers purely. And I love the fact that they're in horrible conditions, and they show, look at these beds they have. Look at the toilets. They get 3 meals a day. It's horrible. There's air conditioning. And then we could
Yeah.
just go back to Biden, Obama. See people literally lying on stone floors with those little tin blankets, those
Right.
solar
Right.
blankets,
Yeah.
literally on the
Will look
floor.
like aluminum foil. Yep.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you do realize the optics are not in your favor,
No.
right?
Mm.
But anyway, it is great though. I do love it. It's entertaining as hell. Because let's be fair, during the Biden years, we knew economically things will get worse because that's Democrats. They spend, right?
They do. Yeah.
But it was boring. God, it was so boring, dude. I mean, we would get the occasional gaffe from Biden because he's Alzheimer's grandpa. But
Right.
they knew better, and they kept him off the mic as much as they could. It was boring as shit, dude.
It was. It was very boring.
And now we have entertainment back. And to be fair, Barack Obama, I don't know if you remember his first campaigning. He was great. He's a great campaigner, and a good speaker when he has a written speech in front of him. A
Yeah. Yeah.
firebrand
He
dude,
is.
like a
Mhm.
preacher on the pulpit. But then when he became president, my God, how boring he became.
Mhm. Yep.
He was just boring. He would never say anything. It would take him 10 minutes to say one sentence. It was just so boring. I mean, Bill Clinton, I don't like. much of the things he did, because a lot of police state we have problems with in America, he was the president who instituted it. And there's
Right.
some things he did I did like. But at
Yep.
least he was a president. At least he was entertaining. At least he was interesting.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he was. He was. Come
he
out and play a
was.
saxophone.
Yeah, and well, that too. I mean, Al Gore was a bit of a bore, but old Clinton was,
That would have been horrible. Oh, if
that
he
would
would
have
have
been
got elected.
horrible.
Good
Yeah,
God.
I don't know. We got George W. though, and my goodness, dude.
But things happened to George W.
True, but
He
George,
had shoes thrown at him. I mean,
and
there's always
that's
something on
true.
the news
That
about him.
is
Yeah.
true. That was a great dodge. He is an athlete. But George, he was a placemat. I mean, he was just a face. He was a one of America's, royal families, the Bushes, right?
Right. Yeah.
I doubt he was involved in hardly any decision making whatsoever, dude. Like Biden.
Yeah, I believe that. I think it's mostly Cheney.
Yeah. And Rumsfeld.
Yep.
Now, to be fair,
Yep.
Cheney's a little bit too eager on certain subjects. But and but Rumsfeld, if you want a pure government person who's going to be locked down and tight about, the American government, Rumsfeld isn't a bad choice. Let's
Right.
be fair. I mean, he was with Nixon, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
But and of course Reagan was fun, and he was one of the most charismatic presidents we've ever had, more than Trump even.
Yeah.
And
He was.
unfortunately, his second term was mostly him falling into, what did he have, Alzheimer's or
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Unfortunately, we mainly had Nancy running the country. They said, of course, that's not true. But
No, I don't think so.
yeah, but if you look at our history of presidents, it ain't great, dude.
No. No. Um,
Yeah,
well, really, when we start looking at it, ever since Reagan, there really hasn't been that many presidents.
no. But if you look at our entire, of course, there's been 47. But you look at our
Yeah.
history of presidents, not a lot of great ones in there. Some people might argue Jefferson, but I'd say, well, he's the problem for most of the shit we got. So I don't know why you would
Right.
be praising Jefferson. Adams was certainly better, but he was a lame duck nearly the entire time, right?
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
if you look at people always want to praise Lincoln, but of course he was the first Republican president, right? Um,
Correct. Yeah.
but if you look at him as a president, I don't know, dude.
No, the country fell apart while he was president.
Yeah, but now.
Well, and people want to praise Kennedy too.
Oh, Kennedy was a horrible president.
Yes,
He's
but
only
they
famous because he died, dude.
people look up to him like he's a god.
Just saying, we haven't had a lot of great presidents. The best presidents we've had are the ones that just kind of got out of the way, really.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people like Teddy Roosevelt. Fair enough, you know. But now I want to go and look what I'm going to look at today. But I did want to
Yeah.
mention one little thing that it keeps bugging me because
Hmm.
you guys told me about something back here in June. You called it Juneteenth, right?
Yes, yes, we did. Yeah.
And of course, it's referencing the Texas acknowledging the Emancipation Proclamation, and making it ratifying it in the state on June 19th of some year. I don't know when it was.
Yeah.
Probably it's
18, whatever.
well, it was probably 1863 or 64, I would
Yeah.
assume, or maybe later. However, I always thought that was kind of funny when you told me that because I'm like, well, the Emancipation Proclamation was January 1st, 1863. So
Mhm.
why isn't it January? But isn't that like Black History Month or something?
February is.
February. Why
February.
February?
Yeah.
Why? Why wouldn't it
I
be
couldn't tell
January?
you.
That's when the Emancipation Proclamation was given.
Why isn't it June for Juneteenth?
It's weird. It is
It's-
really weird. But the thing is, though, that has been kind of stuck in my craw a little bit about it. It's like with all these these racists, really, is what they are. You do realize that if you're going to celebrate, whether it be the January 1st or June 19th, either way, June 19th is just the official response to January 1st, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Right.
then what you should be celebrating is the fact that Republicans gave you freedom.
They don't know that.
How do they not know that?
I don't know. They
The
don't know that. They don't know that the Democratic Party started the KKK. They don't know the Democratic Party fought for black children not to be integrated with white children in the 60s and
Sure.
colleges and they don't they don't know this.
They don't
They
know
really
that
don't.
the Democrats are the ones that did redlining. They don't know that
Yeah,
the Democrats are the ones that always fought to keep slavery. They don't know that
yeah.
Thomas Jefferson, the actual father of their party, was a staunch slave owner, although he was
Oh
not
yeah.
as
Mhm.
harsh as he could have been.
Right.
But they don't seem to understand any of those things. They don't seem to understand that the Republican Party was literally created in order to free the slaves.
Right. Right.
That is more true than the Civil War started because of slavery, because it didn't.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, 3 years in, Lincoln made a thing about it, and it
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
a smart move. But whatever. I don't want to get into rehashing old stuff, and they're going to listen anyway. I just thought it was really weird, dude,
I
because
find it extremely weird as well. I mean, I hear all these people talk. I'm like, "Are you serious?" I mean, Jim Crow. They all complain about that. That was a Democrat. And the
100%,
KKK
yeah,
is the big one in the
it
Civil
is.
War. I mean, all that it's the Republicans did all this for you,
Yep,
and somewhere, well, it was LBJ.
yeah. They control the media, is what it is.
It was LBJ who finally flipped it around and had his little saying he had that came out, and I think that's when it started to flip. I mean, but still, I
Well,
mean, you had the entire 60s and early 70s,
right.
but there was still a lot of race riots going on.
There were, and it's interesting. The Republicans managed to flip the South because they did,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
and but whilst they were focused on flipping the South, they lost the cities.
Yes,
This
yes,
is what
big time.
happened,
Every
right?
single one.
Yeah, every single one of them. And keep in mind, the interesting thing, just to understand where we are. We're 150 plus years away from the Civil War, right?
Right,
But
right.
of course, presidential proclamations or executive orders
Yeah.
is what they are, what it is, right? Keep in mind the Emancipation Proclamation was. Would you like to guess what number of executive order that had gotten up to since the beginning of our country?
Oh, 12.
95.
95,
That
really?
was the 95th executive order that had come in from. Of course, they call them proclamations, but had come
Right,
in from a president. Now, that is in 1863, and of course, our country. Everyone says 1776, but it's a little bit after that we won the war. Everybody,
right.
but nevertheless, that's a bit of time. Now, how many Trump executive orders have been dropped? Let me go check. I don't. I've lost count.
Oh, well, I mean, go back to Obama and, Biden too. So
Yeah,
you're telling me there was only 95 executive orders within the first 16 presidents?
that's right.
Oh,
15. Lincoln was 15th president, wasn't he?
where's 16th? No, he's 16th.
Ah, okay.
Don't make me look that up. Okay, hold on.
Okay, 391 from Mr. Trump.
Oh my god.
Hooey! Whew. Now that's counting his first term as well. There's been 171 since January 20th this year.
Woo.
Trumpy loves those proclamations, doesn't he? But
Yes, he does.
gee goodness, is he the?
16th, I'm right.
All
16th
right,
president.
there you go. But let's go check Biden, because proclamations have become quite the thing in modern times. 162, still a lot.
If you, yeah.
Let's go see what Obama did. Now he had 8 years, 277.
Yes.
Yeah. Whew. Goodness gracious. But Trump wins though. He's winning. And of course, we're only 6 months into a 4-year term. But holy
It
dude,
feels like so much longer.
it doesn't. It does, doesn't it? Um, yeah, but I'm gonna call out you you racist there. Yeah, I don't think you kind of get what you're saying there. I'm kind of thing. Anyway, let me go look at what I prepared to look at, shall we? Okay, beautiful woman, Johnny Fever,
Yeah.
Doctor Johnny Fever. Let me be correct. Anyway,
Oh, hold on, real quick.
mhm.
Woodrow Wilson had 1,803.
Oh, did he? Wow, that makes sense though.
Oh, FDR had 3,726.
Well, he had 3 terms, and it was a wartime president. So
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That is way more than I thought it was, though. That is a lot. That is a lot. The problem with executive orders or proclamations, of course, they don't they mean nothing when the president finishes unless they've been ratified, which is what June 19th represents. A
Right.
one of the states ratifying the Emancipation Proclamation, and of course, all states eventually ratified. I don't know what the last state to do it, but I bet you it was Rhode Island. I bet you. No, Rhode Islanders
Well,
are
it only
stubborn, dude.
didn't it only actually free slaves in the South?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're technically
Because
correct.
yeah, because they were afraid if they freed the slaves in the North, they would take off.
Yeah,
It
no,
wouldn't
yeah,
help
I
fight.
think you're correct. I think you are correct. But anyway, let's get away from that and get into our entertainment news. Now,
Yep.
would you like to read that?
Sure. Starfleet Academy season 2 canceled before season 1 even airs.
Rumor. Now,
Rumor.
this is interesting. This article I'm going to get into a little bit, even though you're probably like, why? Well, I'm going to explain. But um, now, we're in an interesting situation with Paramount. Of course, Paramount owns Star Trek, right?
Right.
But they don't anymore. Skydance, because that has been approved. Skydance
Mhm.
now owns it, and Skydance finds themselves in a little bit of a problem. Now, Skydance hates what they're seeing out of this show. Absolutely hates it. We know that is true. Now, are they going to cancel it going forward? Probably. Most times when companies come in, they kind of shut most things down, don't they?
Right. Yeah.
Because they want a fresh start. So I would say that was going to happen whether it was good or not. However, this one is getting a lot of flack. Now, I don't know how much of a Trekkie you are.
I like the original series. I liked Next Generation, Voyager, the ones back in the 90s.
Yeah, you and I are one of the few people who actually enjoyed Voyager. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people give it flack for some reason. I thought it was fine. It was different. It's not the best one, but
No,
I
no.
thought it was fine. But a lot of
Yeah.
people hate Voyager for some reason. Um, anyway, I liked it. But now, first off, if you're a Trekkie, then automatically you recognize what's on the screen. What is that? What race is that?
I don't know what race that is.
That is a Jem'Hadar
No, okay.
from the Dominion. This is Deep Space Nine, which is the best writing Star Trek's ever had. Let's be fair. It's really well written. Cisco was a great commander. Um, black guy. I thought we hated black guys. What's up with that?
Oh, we did.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
That's
we
right.
we do, we do.
And
We never let
we.
any of them ever be on TV, or
That's
we didn't
right.
listen to any of their music or
No,
watch them in the movies. Yeah, never. Not
no,
until the last 10 years.
no. That's right. That is right.
Mm.
But anyway, great series, of course, Deep Space Nine. This is a Gem Hadar. Now, if you watched, Deep Space Nine, you automatically have an issue because that is what gender is that? Do you think?
Well, to me, that's a woman.
Yeah, no, it's a big old black lady, a kind of a sizable
Yeah,
one. Um,
yeah.
well, you know, the Gem Hadar in canon are all male, because they're a created test tube baby species by the Dominion for warfare, and they keep them in control of them through drugs. They're all addicts of this special drug they give them. And not only are they all male, they're sterile because what they're trying to do here, because it's a controlled species, right? What they're trying to do here is say, oh well, she's half Klingon. Okay,
Really?
yeah. But I'm just saying that I'm sure the chat is screaming nerd. Fair enough. However, um, it is canon. A Jem'Hadar are a slave species of male slave species created by the changelings, right? Now, so right off the bat, this is like the opening image they put out. Everyone's like, right? It's weird.
Yeah. Huh.
It's weird. It's kind of like taking, say, Superman or Hawkeye or some character and just making him a woman for no reason, or black or yellow or what have you. I do. Did you see what
Yeah,
Chris?
we do that.
We do that. Did you see what Christopher Priest did?
No,
Did you?
what do you do?
Now, Christopher Priest, of course, I can't remember. That's not his real name. That's his nom de plume. But
Yeah.
he's a great writer. He's done a lot of good comics. Of course, he's most famous for his Black Panther run, which was great.
Right.
It was
Hmm.
excellent. It really fleshed the character out. Um, and he left Marvel because he's a black guy, they kept giving him black guys. And he's like, I can write anything, right? You're being kind of racist. And they were like, well, here's another black guy, sir. And he left. He was like, screw you, right? I guess he had made enough money or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then now, and I thought he was done. I thought we weren't going to, because he is a bit older. I thought we weren't going to see Priest again. Thought he was done, like a lot of these guys. But he came back and he took the black character again because that's all they were offering. Because you're black, you have to do black, sir. Um, but
Hmm.
he came back obviously because he's incensed by the nonsense that was going on, and he started his miniseries dropped, started coming out, right? He has a a new heir of Black Panther is taking
Oh,
the
is he the one writing that? I didn't know he was
he
writing that.
is, and of course the new Black
Oh.
Panther. What color is he?
He's white.
He a
He's a
white boy.
whitey. He's a honky.
He a honky. So Christopher Priest came and said, all right, and he just dropped white Black Panther on you. And I thought that was hilarious. Now I would love to see them do that in canon because we're going to talk about something here in a minute that makes sense. But I want to get into this a little bit first. Well, first of all, I think we should watch the trailer for this season
Yeah,
before I
sure.
get into the information. I'm not going to turn the volume on, and I will stop it a few times because, well, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Now it does have Paul Giamatti in it and Robert
I
Picardo.
saw that.
They are
Yeah.
pretty good. Looks nice. Of course, that's not the problem with the Trek. The current Trek looks great. Why? And if you had the music on, it makes it even worse. She just doesn't belong in that seat. She doesn't feel like she's a boss. Okay, this is your new academy. Okay, alrighty. Oh, a little bit of nod. Okay, this is your main character, I think. Hey, good looking black boy. Latinos, Asians, not attractive blacks, a black Klingon, another one. Hey, Worf was awesome.
Hmm.
Okay, Asians, blacks. Have you seen a white person yet? Just curious.
Well, that blonde chick at the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but she's an Asian. She's one of those Asians that
Oh,
with
all
blonde
right.
hair. Hey, we got
Oh, there's
Picardo.
one.
Yeah, there's a white guy. Um, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, lots of ladies, lots of representation here. Oof. Okay. I do feel bad for black girls though. They're dancing. That's just so Star Trek. Alrighty then. Now that lady's done a lot of voice acting for stuff actually, but very dykish feel. It's typical Kirksman Star Trek. It's what we've got from Kirkman. Now he's from Bad Robot. He's JJ's boy, And he's the one that has turned Star Trek into the most woke progressive crap. And if you look at all this, it looks bad, dude. It's just super woke. You got people dancing, and if you listen to music, because I don't want to turn it on because I'll get hit. But
Yeah.
that, of course, we had Paul Giamatti, who's a great actor. It's so now, and of course, Star Trek always did a really good job of feeling like it was future
Right. Right.
science fiction. It always did a good job. You never felt like, oh, that's occasionally in the original series, particularly, you might had a moment that felt like a love in, right?
Hmm.
But in general, they did a pretty good job of making it feel other, not it wasn't made in 1963 or whatever it was. Now, this stuff recently, in particular this one, if you go watch that trailer with the volume on, this is so 2023, 2022. So everything in it. You saw the girl dancing. It doesn't feel like Star Trek, right? And it's unfortunate because Starfleet Academy, that's a great idea, dude. I'd love to see that.
Oh, it is a great idea. I mean, and it being, getting the feel of 2023, it probably took them that long to produce it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But it shouldn't feel that way. It should feel like the
No.
future, right?
Right. Right.
And the fact that you have a half Jem'Hadar in there means it's set after, minimally after the events of Deep Space Nine. So we're going
Hmm.
forward, not back, which is usually what Star Trek does. Although Enterprise was an example. Now I love Enterprise. Did you enjoy it?
That was one I never watched. Here in the States, certain shows were hard to find on TV.
Really?
Enterprise was one of those ones that came on a local station here in St. Louis at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Huh? That's weird.
Yep. And the Next Generation was the same way. It didn't come on till after like Jay Leno, or I mean it was probably Johnny Carson at that time. Um, it came on after them on the local CBS or something like that, who was showing I guess it was UPN was the network at the time.
Yeah, I remember
Um,
UPN. Yeah.
they were showing the UPN shows like after the Johnny Carson show or Tonight Show.
Huh? That's interesting. That's unfortunate. But if you have a chance to go back and look at it now, I absolutely adore Enterprise. It's my favorite Star Trek, and
Good.
Archer is
I,
my
I
favorite
I've
captain.
I wanted to watch it just because of just Scott Bakula.
He's awesome, dude. He's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's a really good blend. It has some really interesting characters. Of course, it's Star Trek, so it's got to keep certain things. You got to have your Vulcan. In this case, it's a lady, but it's in the early stages. Of course, this is like our first actual going out into things, and we
Right.
haven't got to Kirk's ship yet. We're not quite at the technology, and the Vulcans, of course, are helping us, but they're slow and steady wins the race type, right?
Yeah.
And they're being a little bit noisy to us. So there's some pushback, particularly from Scott Bakula's Archer character. However, the girl, what is her name? She plays the Vulcan. She comes in, but at that time in their history, the Vulcans are in the midst of their religious control your emotion thing that, of course, we saw with Spock, right? Completely
Right.
culminated, but they're still kind of doing that. So she is mostly without emotion, but they're still learning, right? Still gaining, and
Okay.
they do cover that aspect of it. So there's great character building. I don't want to give it away, but go watch it. Enterprise is
Okay.
really good. Anyway, let's take a look here. So it's getting ratioed like hell, which honestly, like I said, just me showing you can see how bad it is. But if you with the volume on, it's just somehow because it feels so now. It feels so LA,
Hmm.
not futures, San Francisco Starfleet Academy. But
Right.
anyway, Skydance is not enjoying it. Of course, it's very expensive. I think they would have canceled it anyway, to be honest, just because that's what companies do. However, this is the kicker for me right here. Go ahead and read that, man.
The YouTuber goes over how, due to the current contract with Paramount, Secret Hideout, Alex Kurtzman's production company, has the rights to produce Trek shows and pitch them to Paramount first. If Paramount passes, as it did with Prodigy, Secret Hideout can shop them to Netflix, Amazon, or elsewhere.
Wow. Now, it says Alex Kurtzman's production company. No, it's not. It's J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. So,
Hmm.
stop it right there. But whatever. Alex has been in charge. He's ruined Star Trek. You can't. There's no way you can disagree. There's been a couple of episodes that have some shining points, very Star Trekky, but in general, it's all about progressive issues. It's highly
Did
political.
he do the Picard series?
He did all of them.
Mm, okay.
STD. He did that. All of them. All the bad robot stuff, which is the new reboot stuff we've been getting. Kurtzman has done all the TV stuff, all of it. Now, like I said, there's a
Mm,
couple little bright lights here or there, and it's not like Star Trek wasn't political. That's not the point. It
right, right.
was, but it was a utopian politics,
Yeah.
whereas this is all about ideology, and Roddenberry must be turning in his freaking grave, dude. How much he
Yeah, I
hated
agree.
ideology. I mean, just think of the one of the more famous original series episodes where William Shatner, Captain Kirk, kisses Uhura, right?
Hmm.
And how controversial that was. That's the first mixed or racist kiss on TV, by the way,
Yes, it is.
the very first one. And he was because he didn't want to get into the identity politics of that so much. But there were a couple episodes he got overturned on. The black and white people and the white and black people episode as well. He didn't
Oh, yeah,
like it
yeah.
being so narrow minded. He wanted to have a utopian thought, right? But whatever. And to give him, William Shatner gets a lot of crap, and he was an asshole back in those days. But he is the one that made that happen. He said, "Dude, I will leave if you don't do this episode exactly as I want it to be done." Fair enough, right? And of course, to be honest with you, I would put my hand up immediately to kiss Uhura, please. You?
Yeah, 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 definitely.
She
Yeah.
was some, what's her name? Nichelle Nichols. Whew,
Yep.
beautiful woman. But
Yeah.
anyway, my point is, its ideology is very much not Star Trek. It's more utopian politics, and of course, we know what they're pushing and why they're pushing it. It's how they always say, we've been hearing it for a decade. Men are useless. We don't need men. Men are horrible. Men are dangerous. And then if they do speak positively to men, it's like, men, you need to support us more. So it's never about men. It's
Mhm.
always about what men can do for women or how horrible men are, particularly white heterosexual men. Oh my God.
We're the devil.
We are the devil. Demons, even. But
Mhm.
that's what's been going on, and of course, I love that they don't understand why men have left the Democratic Party. It's shocking to me how you couldn't see it. You've been telling them go away for a decade. But anyway, so yeah, that fact that Secret Hideout, or of course Bad Robot, can they have first rights to Star Trek. And if Paramount Skydance doesn't accept it, they can go shop it somewhere else. Now, to be fair, this Prodigy thing that Netflix did take, they canceled immediately because it sucks, right? To be fair.
Mm.
And that's why Paramount didn't want it either. So, what a conundrum, because Skydance could be a saving grace for Star Trek, but yet they don't have even the right to it. Now, they can do their own stuff, but at the same time, you could have Kirksman out there just shopping Star Trek anywhere he wants. Now, I don't know how long this
Yeah,
contract is for, but damn, that sucks, dude. Look at that. I didn't know this was a
that's
reality.
I didn't either. It's kind of ridiculous that they would give it away like that.
It is, and they must have been in a desperate situation back when JJ's bad robot came in and made a deal with him, and he put his boy
Yeah.
Alex in charge. I don't
Mm.
know. That's not a good thing, dude. But anyway, like I said, this thing is getting ratioed to hell. It looks horrible, but like I said, most companies when they come in, they tend to clean the slate anyway, and it makes
Yeah,
sense,
they do.
right?
Yeah.
It makes sense. Maple Chic says, "I like Roddy Piper's version of black and white people." Yeah, fair. That's
Mhm.
fair. That's fair. Although that fight scene, who would he fight in? They Live There. Who's that actor? You got
Uh,
the black guy. I can't remember his name. That's one of the best cinema fights of all time, though. Dude. It's such a good fight.
what is his name?
They kick the hell out
Is
of
it
each other. It's
is
wonderful.
it David Keith or Keith David?
Keith David. Keith David. There it is.
Okay.
He's a good
David
actor too.
Keith.
I like Keith David.
Keith's the
Uh,
white one. There's a white one and a black one. One's David Keith and one's Keith David.
yeah, well, the black one. He's a black guy,
Yeah.
a very black guy, not a mulatto or high yellow. But
He's
he's
a
good.
really cool black guy dude
He
too.
is
Yeah.
cool. He's a good actor. But that fight scene was freaking awesome, though. Really good fight scene.
Yep.
Mostly people
Oh
would
yeah.
choose fight scenes with like a martial arts character like Jack Chan or something.
Mhm.
And to be fair, they are great. Anyway, moving on here. What do we got?
Fantastic Four bombing. Box office facing massive 66% decline.
Woof. Now, have you seen it?
I have not yet. Now I've heard good things. My oldest stepson saw it, and he really liked it. And
Yep.
he's a right leaning individual. So
Sure.
I have hopes. I have
hmm
hopes, but I think people are just sick of this guy on my screen.
No, I think most people are. He's become a bit of a problem, and it's like Chris Pratt. He was getting similar fatigue for different reasons, but at
Yeah.
least Chris Pratt knew. Okay, I'll take a break, and he did.
Mm.
This guy won't, and I'm not going to blame him for taking money. But his
No,
political
no. I
opinions
mean, if
are
they're going to give
stupid.
him the money, take it. Take the
Yeah.
money. But this article came out on Friday. I've been seeing this since Friday. Did it do any better over the
We're
weekend?
going to take a look here. When I get to my
All
box
right.
office mojo, we'll look and see.
Woohoo!
But my daughter went and saw this as well, and she said it was fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
And that's what we're hearing. It's like a 5.5, 6. Some people would say 6.5. It's better than a Superman movie, right? As far as overall viewability.
I
it's
didn't hate Superman.
Yeah, no, most people said it's a good solid 5, 5.5, dude.
Yeah, I
Solid
went and saw
average movie,
Superman. I can tell you right now, I don't know what kind of Clark Kent he will play because he really wasn't Clark Kent that much in it.
right?
Um,
Yeah.
and one other thing I really did hate was Hot Girl screeched all the time.
Well, they don't know what to do with her. I don't know that they
No,
just don't understand.
it got annoying. And
Yeah,
other
yeah.
people I talked to didn't know anything about comics or anything. They're like, "Yeah, is that normal?" I said, "No, that's not
It's
normal."
not normal. And that's the thing that kills me. DC animated is great. And
Oh yeah, yeah.
they handle
Oh
Hawk
yeah.
Girl both Hawk Girls, by the way. There's more than one. They handled her great. She was great.
Hmm.
Right, in Justice League. But yeah, they don't know what to do with her in the movies, dude. But yeah, no, Superman. There's something little thing. Everyone has little things like, well, this isn't great or that's not great, but this is
Yeah,
okay. It's kind of like that, and it's fine. I,
I,
you
I
know,
had a good time at the movies. I didn't come
there
out
you go,
pissed. So
there you go, and that's good. That's what it should be. This movie is actually sounds like it's better, right?
Mhm.
But because jackasses like this and the other cast and Disney itself came out and were telling us how woke it was. They did it on
Right, right.
purpose again, and it's
Hmm.
not even any of that. Reed is 100% in charge.
Yeah.
Sue Richards is Sue Richards. Nothing. Johnny's Johnny. He's an ugly son of a bitch,
Yeah.
but I mean, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just weird they keep doing this. Dude, it ain't working for you. And here's a good example, a movie that is fine. People are kind of enjoying it, but it is bombing. It's going to lose ridiculous amounts of money. But then again, I think Superman's going to lose money too, dude.
Yeah.
The budgets are too big. F1, everyone loves it. What is that, a 8.3 rating or something like that? But it's just too
Yeah.
damn expensive, dude. They'll never get their
No,
money back.
that movie is tanking hard. I mean, people
It
love
is.
it, but it is not going to make that money back at all. 'Cause.
'Cause it's not the type of money that's gonna pull in $1 billion. It's not that type. It's not that type.
No.
you know?
No, and then another thing I don't think they factor in anymore is ever since COVID, people just don't go to the theaters anymore.
Well, they seem
Not
to go
not like
for
they used to
event.
before it.
Right. No, but they
Yeah,
seem to
but
go for
not like they
event
used
stuff.
to.
No, I agree.
Not
I
like they
agree.
used to. Yeah.
I agree. It seems to be more event based now.
Yep.
And but it could get back to what it was. It could get back. Uh because the one thing it's helping it that shouldn't be helping it is how god awful streaming is.
Mm,
I
yeah.
mean, that's
Yep.
helping it, right? Because streaming could
Mhm.
have put a nail in that coffin instantly, right? But it's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
It's not. So we'll see. I'd love to see the theaters come back. I really would.
I
Now,
would too. I enjoy going to a theater, seeing something on a big screen. Have me a big old bucket of popcorn.
yeah, it's fun. It's the only time I ever eat popcorn and drink soda.
Yep. That's the only time I'll drink a soda at a
Yeah,
theater.
that's right. It's weird because I hardly have occasionally we'll get like a ginger ale or a diet coke and share it occasionally,
Mhm.
but it's rare. Yeah,
Yeah.
uh, you know, but that's how soda usually was. It was kind of a treat, but it seems to be
It
the
was.
main source of fluid for people these days in America.
It has been for 30 years now, probably. Yeah.
That's insane. Why would you drink
Uh,
mainly soda, dude?
well, the thing was, it was cheap. Now it's not even cheap, but and we always had soda, so I drank it. And when I finally stopped drinking soda, I dropped weight quick.
Oh yeah. No, I never
Yeah.
really was a big soda drinker. I would have one as a treat here or there. Mainly, I would go after birch beer or some kind of sarsaparilla, right? Um,
Yeah.
and these days, I occasionally find a Dr. Pepper or A&W or something, even a cream soda.
Yeah. If I'm gonna drink a soda, it's typically gonna be a root beer.
Yep, yep. No, I like me
Yeah.
my sarsaparillas. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, with this right here, Maple Chic says "They Live" is one of my favorite movies. When I saw it as a kid, it blew my mind. Yeah, I love that movie too. It's good fun.
Yeah.
Um, and it's surprising we only got two movies from Roddy Ryder Piper. The second one wasn't very good, to be fair, but we should have had more from him. Maple Sheep also says, if it wasn't for Pedro Pascal, I would have went and watched it in the theaters. Okay, yeah, but I think they're causing their own demise because they think it's a good and solid marketing technique to enrage your audience, right? They
They've been
that's
doing
the
that for years
they
now,
have been
and they
they have
they
been.
haven't. I don't know what they don't get about the money not coming in anymore.
Yeah, they don't. And this, if they got out and praised it and pushed it the way the movie is, they would have made more money. Would they have been made enough money to break even? Uh. I think what Hollywood needs to learn is stop spending so crazy amount of money on these films. Pull it back a little bit, right? There's plenty of hero
Pull it
movies,
back a lot.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of comic book characters that you can do low budget fun stuff with, dude. You don't need all of this,
Yeah.
you know. Although I do understand seeing Galactus on screen was pretty cool though.
Well, it's got better than be better than last time. The cloud.
Oh well, yeah. They just that's just their go-to. We don't
Jeez.
know how to do giant characters. Make it a cloud.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Um, let's see here. He Maple Chic says that my great niece and nephew love going to theaters to watch movies, but it's too expensive and the movies are garbage, so we don't go as much. Yeah, no, there's many factors involved. I'm just saying that because streaming is dropping the ball, there is a window for theaters, the cinema, to kind of get back in it, right? There is a window. They should have been. It should be dead already. It should be 100% dead. But the streaming
Oh, yeah.
companies have just
Yeah.
screwed it up, dude. And yeah, they're too expensive. Now, to be fair, you're at the prices that I have been at since 20 plus years ago. But it's Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The average ticket right now, I think it's almost $15.
Well, then you're cheaper than here.
A large popcorn and two sodas is going to run you about $30. Now I tend to go. I try to hit the matinee at the theater near my house here.
Yeah,
$9 a ticket.
that's better.
And since we take the kids occasionally to the movies, the grandkids, uh, at the end of the year in December, they have like a fundraising for you to come buy a popcorn bucket for the theater. I think it's like $20. You pay for that, and you can fill it up for $4 anytime you take it back to the theater
Oh,
for a
that's
year.
kind of fun. That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, that see, those are good marketing things. But no,
And then
since
you fill it up on the way out of the theater too.
oh yeah, sure, why
All
not?
you can eat popcorn while you're there. You fill it up when you get there. You fill it up when you're leaving.
Sure enough, fair enough. But the thing here in Japan, though, is there's a couple of interesting factors. In Japan, you pay for luxury. A theater, going to a movie is luxury, so it's expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas day-to-day life stuff, rent, property tax, things like that, are really, really cheap. You can live in Japan real cheaply, actually. But luxuries are expensive, right?
Mhm, yeah.
And so that's the way it is. But when I used to take my family, the four of us, out to the theater, of course, with lunch, it was $100 day.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, easily. But whatever. This is a perfect example here with Fantastic Four of wrong-headedness. And, especially in this current climate, they should be making tight, clean, profitable movies right now, that are having a lot of fun and word of mouth because, as you're saying, people don't go to the cinema as much, but there is a constant flow at the cinema. You can make 150, $200 million on a movie these days, no problem, right? So budget for that, right?
Yep.
Budget for that.
And
Um,
promote how much fun it is, not
yeah,
some political message in it. Get people in the seats.
yeah. What I was saying, even if you're only getting the average and you make a $50 million movie,
Mm,
you can make profit on the first weekend.
yep.
And honestly, think about some of the great movies throughout history that were made for $50 million or less. I mean, think about it, right? That used to be a lot of money. So,
Oh, at one time, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. This is awesome, dude. Go ahead.
WWE's Triple H joins Trump to restore presidential fitness test for American youth. Ooh, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. Now, Thundera said he might pop in, and if you can, come on in, dude. But and this is kind of perfect for Thundero. But you and I are of the perfect age to remember the first fitness czar that I ever heard of, and his name was
I don't know.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. You don't remember?
Oh, yes, he was.
Mm.
He was. I'd forgot about that.
Now, would
I
you
just
like?
remember having to run the mile every week in the gym.
Yeah, no, we had to exercise. We had to climb that damn rope. Um,
Oh God.
we had to do sit up, push up things, and of course, Japan does all this stuff still. And of course, the
Mm,
population here in Japan is pretty fit because of it, right? Now, would you like to guess? And I think it's a great thing to have fitness in school. I think it's
yeah.
great. And
Oh,
having the
yeah.
test and having the competition just gives an excuse for PE teachers to motivate and excite the students. That's all. Now,
Right.
would you like to guess which president not only stopped the fitness test and program in America, but got rid of the entire fitness program? Would you like to guess who that
Obama.
was? Barack Obama.
Yep.
Now,
Figured.
why would you do that?
Why would you do that when you have you're trying to get your wife to make every kid in the school eat healthy but not exercise? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, they weren't trying to make them eat healthy. They were trying to sell all the cafeteria food in America from her company. You see.
Gotcha.
That's what they were really doing. Keep that in mind. You wonder where the Obama money came from. It was forced errors. Let's be fair. But it just does. Yeah, you're right. It's weird. It doesn't make sense, especially because he's supposed to be the pro blacky black president, even though he really wasn't.
Yeah.
And athletics are something that the black kids usually dominate in. You'd think
Oh
they'd be
heck
all
yeah.
over that. right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know in my team, I play football and I was on the track team,
Mhm.
but mainly I did shot put. I also did hurdles, but I was on the football team. I was a middle linebacker, and like my whole life. And I used to do the 100 meters in 11.23 or 28. I can't remember. So
Mhm.
under 30 seconds, and that's pretty good actually. That's not
Yeah.
bad. Now you ain't gonna win nothing, but that's pretty fast, dude. But I had
Right.
10-second kids on my team, dude,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and they were all black, right? And we were
Yeah.
happy to have them. Well, I tell you what, and there's a big difference between 11.23 and 10.23. It's only 1 second,
Yes.
but boy, howdy, whoo, phew,
It is a big difference.
big difference. Which is why I usually only played third down, third down and short. Because if there was a run coming through the middle, you're done, dude. I dominated the middle. That's where I got the nickname Bugbear from, right?
Ah,
But if it
yeah.
wasn't that, I was kind of useless, right?
Uh,
But I am a kaiju, as Grimlock likes to say. But nevertheless, it was good fun. But I don't have bad memories of physical fitness, the fitness test, and stuff like that. I don't, and it was something fun that the entire school was doing. It's a good thing. You want to keep your population fit, man. At least allow them during their growing years to have fitness, right? And we got
right.
rid of
Yeah.
that, and
Uh,
I'm so happy this is coming back and having Triple H amongst many other. There's 30 athletes actually Trump has brought on, but having these guys come in, forcing it back into the schools, this is a great thing. It's a good thing.
that's a very good thing.
It
Definitely.
is. Yeah. I mean, look at how many pudgy kids there are, dude.
There's so many.
Dude, when you and I
More
were,
than
yeah,
I was the fat one back then, but
yeah, but were you really
you had
fat
one or
though?
two. I was no, I was stocky.
Yeah, you were husky. Yeah, you weren't
Yeah.
fat
Yeah.
because when we were
Yeah.
kids, there were no fat kids. There were
No, not
none.
like there is now.
No,
Now
there
you
might
would
have been
see
a
one
fat
or
adult.
two, but not like there is now. I mean, like half the school, well, over half the school is just the guts hanging over the pants and
Oh yeah,
clothes
they're
don't
all
fit.
out of
Clothes are
shape.
too tight. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
other
because
other
they
than the
don't have to
sports
do
kids.
this.
That's right. Now the sports kids, of course, are in shape because they're sports kids. But
Right.
every
Right.
kid should have fitness, no matter what they do. That's why we
Yeah.
have PE. That's why it's mandatory or used to be. So
It
this is a
used to
really
be.
good
I
thing.
don't know if it really is anymore.
Well, it's going to be. It's coming back, and it should. We
Yeah.
we as a child really needs to be healthy. If you want to get fat as an adult, like I did, for a while,
Oh yeah.
that's
Yeah.
fine. But as a kid, you should be fit, man. Let's see what we see
Oh,
here.
here you go.
You know,
No PE. No PE is no longer mandatory every day in Illinois for all students. While Illinois previously required daily physical education for most students, changes to the law in 2017 reduced the requirement to a minimum of 3 days per week.
so they even reduced it more. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. You should have physical fitness every day. I mean, I can't. And I was a sports kid, so I was always in shape. And I didn't get fat until I got married. My wife got pregnant, and for some reason, she ordered a lot
You
of
gain
food,
no
and I
weight.
ate it. Yeah. Well, it's Ben and Jerry's really, and Haagen Dazs.
That's a sympathy weight.
It is sympathy weight, but I've lost it
Yeah.
now. Of course, I'm not as fit as I used to be, obviously, but I'm back down to normal weight. I'm only like
Oh, good.
100 kilos now, so
Yeah.
which is a good weight for my size. I'm very happy. My doctor wants me to be 96 kilos, and I'm like, you're dreaming. It ain't happening. I told him directly. I don't like being under 100 kilos, dude. I don't like it. I have
How much
been.
is 100 kilos?
Oh, it's like 220 pounds or something like that.
No, I agree with you.
216. I don't like it.
I had got so most of my high school weight I was about 200. Then I went through a stint after high school for about 15 years where I got down to 180. Um, I
Oh
was
wow.
sickly looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. Let's see here. Yeah, 220. I was right on. Yeah, it's
Okay.
220 pounds, which for me, I'm actually 103 kilos, so it'd be like 125 or something like that.
Oh,
But no, I'm very happy at this weight. Very happy.
good.
I don't want to, now I'm really tall, and
Right, right.
I'm a Scandinavian, so I got bones the size of freaking porch logs. But
Yeah.
so I'm heavy anyway. But no, I'm very happy with this. I wouldn't want to be because my doctor wants me to. Let me see what it is here. He wants me to 96. That's 211 pounds. No, no, doc. But I don't know. I guess I could. For me, I suppose I don't like being under 200 pounds.
I don't think you could get much lower than that with, your height.
No, it wouldn't be good. And
Between your height and build, no, I don't think so.
mm-mm. Yeah, because one of my problems, and it's because I play football, but one of my problems is I'm so damn wide at the top.
Mhm.
It's a problem, just for buying shirts, because I have a lot of shirts and they fit my shoulders and chest great, but I got like an extra yard of material around my gut.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? It's a problem unless I just go get it tailored. The tailor shirts are fine, but I don't know. Do I really want to tailor every piece of clothing I have? I mean, come on.
No. Last time I got fitted for a suit, I don't remember whose wedding it was getting a new suit, and I was at the tailor, and they're like, "Oh, well, you're barrel chested, aren't you?" Like, "Yep, I
Yeah.
sure am."
No, it's a problem we have. It is an issue. But nevertheless, I don't like being so light. I really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel weak as hell. What do you think? We feel weak as hell. Oh, he
Yeah.
got under 200 pounds. Yeah, I don't like it, dude. I don't like it. Yeah. You are shorter than me. Oh, that's fine. Whatever's good for your weight, right? I'm just saying me. Now the doctor's not mad about it. He just that's his goal for me. And I keep, because I go to annual checkup, right? I'm assuming you do at our age.
I go twice a year, especially since I have diabetes.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, that's true. Um, I did have a diabetes scare, but mainly I go. Well, no, I guess I go. I go twice a year too. I do. That's
Mm.
right. Because I
And,
go
and
to.
and all I take is metformin. I take a pill in the evening, pill in the morning. I try not to eat sweets, and my A1C is within range.
What
So
is your
I'm
A1C right
doing.
now?
It is. What was the last time I went? It was like 7.8,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
still a little high. But when I found out I was diabetic, it was 12.
yeah. And I had same problem. 12. Right now,
Yeah,
I sit around 6'8", 7'2", around there.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. It's not. He wants it lower, but doctors are demanding. But actually, I'm thinking about
But
it. I
that's
go.
the only problem I have. It's the only problem I have. At
Yeah, me
53
too.
years old now.
That's true. That's
Um,
true.
my blood pressure's fine.
Yep,
My cholesterol's fine. Everything is fine. And I still smoke. My breathing is fine. It's the diabetes.
it is. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, we should stop smoking. To be fair, uh, but um, but yeah, no. I actually was thinking about it. I go 3 times a year because I go to the doctor twice a
Oh.
year, and I have. I got here in Japan. They have a thing called Ningen, which is just a full exam that the government
Mhm.
does. Right? When you're over
Oh,
50 years old, they they don't demand it, but they are rather insistent about it, and you don't have to pay
gotcha.
anything for it. So I actually go 3 times a year, technically.
Oh, okay.
Um, but that once a year going for the Ningen doc, it is kind of nice though, because they do a full blood panel and all kind of stuff, right?
Gotcha.
MRI,
Okay.
is it MRI or a C scan? I can't remember. X-ray, they do everything. So it is
Hmm.
handy. And they did catch because I do have a goiter on my throat up here, but
Uh-huh.
they checked it. It's not malignant, no problem whatsoever. He still says I should cut it out, but I don't know. He can't even see it. But then again, one thing I don't know if you noticed this. I've been tracking this since COVID. A lot of people who got the vaccine, which I did do the first run of it, the first shot. I didn't do more
Hmm.
after that. I was just trying to make my wife happy. But a lot of people who
Yes.
got that are getting goiters in their neck region.
Really? I
Yeah,
did not know that.
yeah, yeah. and she's got
Hmm.
one too, right? They're not malignant, so
Oh,
it's no big deal.
wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
At least we didn't die. That's good because the
Yeah, that's a
vaccine
good
is
thing. Yeah.
killing a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. I never took it.
No, I shouldn't have either. But we're older though; it doesn't matter as much. But of course, the thing that's worrying me is there's a lot of sterility now amongst the young people, and it's being connected to those vaccines.
That's a shame.
It's almost as if
Well,
they
none
planned
of
it.
them want kids anyway.
Well, their parents do.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, this is awesome news. This is absolutely
No, it's great.
awesome,
Yeah.
and it's a good thing. And having Triple H being kind of the big face of it, why not? It's awesome. Yep. Um, let's move on here. We were talking about it earlier. Let's continue this conversation.
Sure. Black Panther 3 rumored for February 2028 release.
Now, the first Black Panther, what'd you think?
It was okay.
It
I mean,
was
nothing
okay.
spectacular. It was okay. I don't get. I guess I get the hype. It was the first black superhero ever to have a show, which wasn't true. But anyway,
No, it's not even close to being
it
true.
was an okay movie. There was nothing special, nothing out of
No,
the ordinary. The second one sucked.
yeah, and of course the black community was not happy with the second one,
Right.
but the first one, and of course the second one made incredibly less money than the first one. Now, to be fair, it
Mhm.
was a cultural touching a touchstone for black people in America. Fair enough, you know. They enjoyed it. They all got on the Wakanda thing, and they want to. Some of them think Wakanda's a real place. Okay,
They
some of
do.
them
They
want to go
really
back
do.
to. I know some of them want to go back to Africa and create a Wakanda, which I encourage. Um, but it was a cultural phenomenon. It was. And the
Mhm.
movie, as far as I'm concerned, was fine. The CG was pretty bad. It wasn't great. I mean, it's a five at best. And it had rhinos though that you rode.
It did.
That was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
War rhinos.
War rhinos. I was all about that. But it wasn't a great movie. But it doesn't matter. They loved it. Second one really did poorly, and of course, it had a lot of things that pissed off comic book fans, which normies don't give a shit about at all. However, Black Panther probably what they should be doing is making more Deadpool stuff, but that's on the back burner. They don't want to do that at all, right? Because that's what's only thing that's made money for them. No one
Mhm.
is really interested in this. However, it is coming. They are they say rumored. It's not. I've been covering this for a year. It's coming. They are going to start shooting in 2027. They say maybe even sooner. However, who's going to be Black Panther?
Uh, I think they're going to still go with Shuri, probably.
You would think so, because that's what
Mhm.
they wanted. That was their goal, right? Him,
Yep.
him dying was just a opportune moment for them, right?
Mhm. Right.
But you think they want to go with Shirley, but there was a lot of backlash to that, not only from comic book fans, but also from the black community. But here's the interesting thing: we're not getting Shirley.
Is it M'Baku?
No, I'd vote for that all day. He was a
That's who I wanted, was M'Baku.
Dude, the white ape was the best thing in the first movie. He was awesome.
Yep.
I love that character. But no, it's this kid.
Who is that?
I have no clue.
Okay.
His name is Debris Ibris or Damons Ibris or what is it? Idris. Yeah, Danson Idris. Yeah, is this
What
kid?
are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Damson Idris. Damson Idris. What the
It
hell has
is
he
quite
been
the
in?
name. It is. Ryan Gosling for Black Panther. Yeah, he'd do a good job.
Eh.
Um, let's see here. But anyway, I have no clue who the kid is. He looks fine. I mean, if he's a good actor, he's a British kid.
He's an F1.
Oh, that kid. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's not good then, because in F1, the main complaints I've heard are his character's just annoying.
Oh,
But that could be the script, though. But I don't know. Maybe he can do the acting. I don't know, but this is your next Black Panther, so he's going to have to get in shape and tell you that because that he ain't in shape in this
He's been
photograph.
in 60 episodes of Snowfall. I don't even know what that is.
No clue.
It was
Snowfall.
a series that ran between 2017 and 2023.
Yeah. Could you talk about something for a minute? I have to go. I got to go answer the door. Hold on a second.
Sure, you go answer the door. Let's see. Let's take a look at Snowfall. What was this? So this kid's been in Snowfall that ran. Who else is in this? Carter Hudson, don't know him. Sergio Perez Manchetta, don't know him. Isaiah John, I don't know none of these people. What was this on? Uh, Hulu. It's a Hulu show. Okay, looks like a horror show, maybe. A look at the early days of the crack cocaine epidemic in Los Angeles. Okay, so this guy comes from a show about crack cocaine. Okay. Um, interesting. Well, I mean, it's better than Shuri, I guess. Not as good as M'Baku. I didn't know if we needed another Black Panther. I guess this is going to be T'Challa's long lost son, or something to that effect. Um, no, it's not Idris Elba's son. It's spelt slightly different. This one is spelt Idris, and I think what's his name is spelled differently. Uh, hmm. Well, I don't know. Yeah, the Black Panther, like Chester said, the first one was okay. I didn't. It wasn't horrible. Special effects, eh. Second one wasn't good. I did not watch Ironheart, which has a lot of Black Panther stuff in it. Um, and there's something that just dropped recently on Disney that is Black Panther related that I did not watch either. I think it was a cartoon, 4 or 6 episodes. I think it was 4 episodes about what was it? It's a cartoon. It's all Black Panther related. I think it's the Warriors, the women's are doing that part. No, Ryan Gosling would probably be a good Black Panther, especially with that new storyline going off. I think. Uh, I would watch it. I honestly haven't watched a lot of the Marvel stuff that's come out lately, and I usually watch it regardless of how bad it was. Um, I did not watch uh Miss Marvel. Did not watch any of that. I didn't watch the Iron Heart. There was another series I didn't watch. I didn't go see Thunderbolts. I wouldn't miss a Marvel show, no matter how bad it was. I went and saw it, and they're just not that good anymore. I haven't enjoyed one in a long time. Even though I heard Thunderbolts wasn't bad, I'm not going to go spend the extra money to go see it. I'll wait for streaming and see what it's like. Fantastic Four, I might eventually go see it. I don't know. I mean, I have Disney Plus, so I'll just wait for it to probably show up there. Um, Superman I did go see because I was curious if it was any good. Actually, I'd rather see the new Naked Gun movie than all of them. That just came out this week, which looked funny. I don't know if it'll be any good though. I enjoyed the first one and the sequels pretty much. And then Felix the cat is the cartoon origin of the Black Panther. That's quite possible. Um, we should do Felix the cat and draw and quartered sometime. We haven't done that. Uh, no, not at all. But hey, if you guys like Charlie Brown and the Peanuts Gang, we're doing that this week for their 75th anniversary on Drawn and Quartered. Come along and watch us draw brown-headed people. Uh, well, let's see. Snowfall series is about crack cocaine. All right, so that's what this kid's known for. Uh, I'm sure Chester will eventually get to the box office mojo, but it does look like Fantastic Four is still down 66% for the entire weekend, not just on Friday, with only bringing in 40 million for the whole weekend. Uh, The Bad Guys 2 was second? Is that right? Bad Guys 2 came in second at 22.2 million. I don't even know what that is. Naked Gun came in third. Bad Guys 2 is a cartoon. Okay, I think the grandkids will probably watch this once or twice. There's so many cartoons that come on, I don't know what they are anymore. Naked Gun came in third with 17 million. Superman with 13.9. That's bringing that to a total of worldwide 551 million. Still 150 million from breaking even, I think. And it's in its what week? Fourth week? Third week? It's been out for 4 weeks now. That's gonna be a tough one. Jurassic World Rebirth. That's another one I was not interested in going to the theater to see. I could just wait on that one. And it is at 766 million worldwide. I don't know their budget though. They might have broke even. Hmm. They did pretty good internationally. 448,000 or 448 million. Uh, even though didn't James Gunn say internationally people don't want to see any movies made by Americans? That's why Superman's not doing good internationally. Uh, it's not doing horrible. It's 235 million internationally. I think he is fighting off ninjas at the door. Uh, it's quite possible. Or he. It often there's little old ladies come up to feel his butt, and that might be what's going on. We got the little old ladies doing the little honky honky on his booty. Colt the Kid on Drawn Court. No, I don't think we have. I'm pretty sure we haven't. Um, it's a I have to add that to the schedule because there's a lot of times trying to figure out what to do. This past year I've been trying to keep the schedule full so we don't have to like scramble at the last minute. Where we got here? Stuff to do. Colt the Kid. Colt the Kid. Okay, yeah, we
S-
can look in that.
Sorry about that, dude. Um,
Oh, it's okay. We figured old ladies were grabbing your butt.
well, kinda. Um, but no, the my my wife's father is infirm and he's in his last stages. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, he is 90. But and they've just brought a little kind of goodie package for Junko.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
it's
very
pretty
nice.
normal. Yeah, well, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
I'm assuming in your neighborhood it's normal too.
Uh, in the neighborhood, Chester, I'll tell you, I don't know any of my neighbors.
Really?
I haven't in years. So not since I lived with my parents when I was a kid, up until I got out of high school. Then I knew everyone around,
Sure.
and then since then I just don't know that many people anymore.
I have no choice in the matter.
Hmm.
So, now to be fair, the Japanese are kind of still have community, especially here in the
Yep.
countryside. But my problem was the guy I'm saying is infirm now, her father, he was like the vice mayor of this area.
Oh, okay.
So there's probably a little bit of that as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Keeping up appearances and such. But so there's definitely some of that. And I also, when I came over here, I've built production companies. I've done all kind of entertainment and events and stuff throughout the region. I have the largest private school in the entire county, or I don't know, I might even be in the state. Anyway, so I've kind of built a name for myself as well. The
Okay.
people know me on site, particularly here in this county. But so there's kind of, and that just adds more pressure, right?
Right, right.
Because the problem with I don't know, fame, I guess, or notoriety, is you must always maintain it.
Yes.
The "what have you done for me lately" thing is real.
Yes, it is.
It's very real. So therefore I always have to answer the door when little old ladies come to it and want to chat about, I don't know, her son going off to university and how proud she is and yada yada yada. Um,
Of course.
you know, get a lot of that. I have one of her aunties, dude. And I know I talk a lot here, and of course my job is speaking, so I do speak a lot. But when I'm not working, I'm pretty quiet. Um, but one of her aunties is one of those machine gun speakers,
Mm,
and she always on about her family and her sons and her nephews, and she's so proud and on and on and on about how much money they make. And, the typical kind of little bit greedy auntie, right? Not evil,
right, right.
just annoying, right?
Yeah.
But that lady, I had my father-in-law, who is currently infirm. He We had a funeral a couple 2-3 years ago, and he was being, it was a joke. He was kind of picking on me in a way. And he
Mhm.
said, and of course, he put it in a situation where I couldn't say no. And he's like, "Oh, we got to do this and that. Do you mind taking her home?"
Mm,
Um, yeah, sure. Now, it was a 30-minute ride home. 30 minutes, right?
okay.
And I can't go fast because normally I'll do that run in 20 minutes. So I got an old lady, so I got
Right.
to, I got a sports car, but I got to keep it down, right? So I keep it down.
Yeah, yeah.
And for 30 minutes, I shit you not, dude, I don't know when she breathed. I I mean, I
Uh,
was like, where is she breathing? It was this constant stream for 30 minutes. It was impressive. It was
mm,
impressive.
yeah.
Do you know
You'll get
anyone
like
like
that
that?
someday too.
No, I
Oh,
won't. I'm not that
yes.
character. I'm not that type.
Yes. It's typically it's the older people you start to wonder if they have no one in their life because when they get to talk, they don't stop talking.
Yeah, no, I know it's some of that. It's not like I'm mad at her. It's
No, no,
fine.
no,
But it's just
no.
impressive, dude, because it's like no breath.
Right, right.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Uh, let's see here. Flying Saucer says, my neighbor is a hotbed for meth labs. Oh, great. My neighborhood. Homeless squatters in garage, etc. So where do you live in St. Louis?
It could be East St. Louis. Oh, Snowfall, the show this kid is
Yeah, yeah,
from.
yeah. You were looking at that.
Okay, so it is a look at the early days of the crack cocaine epidemic in Los Angeles during the beginning of the 1980s.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So Pablo Escobar, huh?
Yeah, and this has been going, I mean, well, it's gone 60 episodes, so.
Well, it's true crime type of thing, maybe, or pseudo
Mm-hmm.
true crime. Anyway, I don't
Yeah.
know. He looks fine. I don't know if he's a good actor. Like I said, I don't know him at all. But he's going to be your new Black Panther. So there you go. That's interesting though, because I guarantee you, the execs over there wanted to continue with shooting. I guarantee it, right? But someone
Well, I
put the
think the execs did, but I don't think the board did.
no, clearly someone put the kibosh on it because no one is
Right.
talking
Right.
about her at all. This is the dude
Yes.
right here. This
Yep.
is the dude. And
Very good.
fine. My good luck to you, brother. I hope you do well. Now, I had to cover this. Go ahead.
Spider Man, brand new day. First look at Tom Holland in new suit filming a car chase scene.
Now, the amount of news on the Spider-Man Brand New Day, there was basically 70% of all entertainment news is about this. So I had to
Yeah.
put one of them on, right?
Hmm.
Now, I'm not really a big Tom Holland fan. I think it's fine. The last movie was successful. I think it's more of a kiddie movie, which is not a problem.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not very interesting. I'm just Tobey Maguire guy, I guess.
Mm.
Now, when I saw this picture, and this picture is going around the internet here, this picture, um, he looks kind of bobbleheady to me, right? His shoulders are too
Uh,
narrow and kind of bobbleheady.
God. Did you watch the entire clip of him
Well,
walking in?
that's what I'm going.
His
That's what
hip
I'm.
his hips look really big.
Yeah, they do. And but here's the
Yeah.
thing. Let's go down and take a look at a full thing. Now, I'm assuming this is him in the suit because here we are, right?
Mhm,
He looks fine. He looks fine. He looks very Spider-Man-y, actually.
mhm.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. It's just
Yeah.
because this is the shot going around the internet, and I was like, oh, that's a bit bobbleheady, dude. But no, he looks fine. Um,
Yeah,
uh,
I think that shot's from that it was only like a minute long. It's him in a silhouette, kinda like
yeah,
jumping up and
walking in.
down in
Yeah, yeah,
front,
yeah.
then them walking. And
Yeah,
at first I was like, "Man, his hips look a little big." But here he looks fine.
he looks
He
fine.
just didn't have that triangle shape to him
No,
when I saw him. And
no.
that picture there, that's I mean, that the suit's too tight on his neck, making him
It is, it
right,
is,
he's
but
not choking out.
he looks great right here, 100%.
Yeah.
This looks fine. This is CG, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's
And you can watch the
that was
clip.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But of course, if you are, I'm just not interested in Tom Holland Spider-Man so much. Um, I'm not, I'm not knocking it. People are enjoying it, and I'm not against it. I'm just not a big fan of this kid. He's flighty, you know.
Oh, I could see that, I could see that, yeah.
You know.
I
But
think we missed out on the perfect Peter Parker, during the Tobey Maguire movies when they didn't cast James Franco as Peter Parker because he looked just like Peter Parker.
yeah, although I thought Toby did a good job.
Oh, he did a fine job, except
No,
for
but you're
the
right. Yeah.
web shooters.
You know the thing with James Franco though. I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone said this to before or said this to him. Because I do pay attention to old movies and stuff. Dude, he looks just like James Dean, man.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
It's like
he does.
reincarnation level.
Yeah.
It's shocking, and he always looks like him. But there's certain moments when he turns his head, it's like, dude.
Mhm.
That's it's kind of creepy, actually. Um, and
I didn't
yeah,
mind, the guy in between, Andrew Garfield.
well, the actor I think is
As
not a problem.
Spider-Man,
Yeah,
I thought he was fine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
was
I think
more
he did a fine
quippy.
job. That second movie was just so bad.
It was, and he was horrible as Peter Parker. That's not his fault. That's the
Yeah,
screenwriter and director's fault. I don't blame him
yeah,
at all. Because you're right. As Spider-Man, he was the quippy Spider-Man as he should be. Tom
right, right.
Holland kind of does it. Toby did none
Mhm,
of it.
yeah.
So I don't disagree with that. And the first movie with the lizard, I didn't mind that at all.
No, I actually enjoyed that one. You had Gwen Stacy,
Yeah.
and then they fell into that trap of well, what they had that is that the one that had that hideous looking Green Goblin,
Yeah, once again,
Electro, which that's when Jamie Foxx was coming out being super political when that came out.
yeah, but
Um,
it was miscast.
yeah,
I mean, I'm
yeah,
not a huge Jamie Foxx fan, but he's good in certain roles, though. But
he
not,
is, he is, yeah,
I don't know. It
yeah. He's
just
not
wasn't.
Electro.
No, and the way they went about Electro was weird anyway.
Yeah,
He's not disgruntled. He's just a criminal.
yeah,
He's straight up just like a criminal, a thief.
right.
He's
Mhm,
not he's not this maniacal world-ending conqueror or anything like that. He's just a thief,
right.
Electro. But yeah, no, I agree with that. But Jamie Foxx kind of pisses me off often though, and he's so damn racist, man.
He is, he is.
Yeah, it's a shame. I actually one of the movies I do like him in quite a bit is the one where he's with Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise is playing a hitman for the night. Collateral Damage, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen that in a long time.
It's a good flick though, and he does a good job in it.
Hmm.
He does. It's shocking how good a bad guy Tom Cruise is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't imagine him to be so, but he's really that's a
I
good
think
movie.
he's got more range than most people think he does.
Yeah, but he's smart in a way because he just sticks to what works.
Right.
I
Right.
get it. I get it. Anyway, I didn't want to say much about it. I just wanted because there's just tons of news on Spider-Man, and people are so
Oh, yeah.
excited. The only thing I will say that I'm disappointed with, because like I said, I don't really care. It's not for me,
Must
and
be
that's
Mark
fine.
Ruffalo.
He is going to be the Hulk in it, which is fine. He is the
Yeah.
current Hulk. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I can't stand him.
No, he's an asshole. He's a woke, ultra woke ideologue. He is. But he is the current Hulk. We are getting Scorpion, Punisher, John Berthal. Doesn't make any sense in the current iteration of Spider-Man at all. Okay, fine. But that actually the thing that disappoints me is Zendaya coming back. At the end of the last movie, they ended that story arc perfectly. Move
But
on.
he's in love with her.
Yeah, but give us Gwen Stacy or what's the other girl's name? What was the other girl's name?
Felicia Hardy?
Yeah, maybe. And of course we also
Black
had
Cat? Betty
no,
Grant?
Grant. Yeah, Grant.
Now,
And
now I see this. They got Sadie Sink up here. Now she is a redhead, and
yeah,
she is rumored to actually be Mary Jane.
yeah, that's what I mean. So
Yeah,
let's move on and give him another girl. Now
yeah,
I'm sure she's in this, and Thundera had said this because Tom certainly has some push. There's no way he doesn't. This is his fiance, so he wanted
yeah,
her in the
yeah.
movie. Okay,
Right.
fine. Maybe she gets a cameo, but I really wish they'd leave that character alone and move on to something else because that character
Yeah.
was put in there for to as a token to check boxes and to piss people off because it's Mary Jane, but it's not. It's MJ. It's different.
Yeah.
It was just there to piss us off. That's the whole reason. She's another one of these kind of unattractive, flat, uninspiring actresses that were chosen because they were all those things. Just like the Florence Pugh, right? Who turned out, I
Yeah.
think she's a better actress actually. But I just kind of please, I'd like to see get rid of Zendaya, please, please,
Mm,
please. Aren't you
I
tired of
agree.
it? She's so mid, dude, so mediocre.
I don't like her. I don't like her casting. I don't like her character. Uh,
No. No, I don't like her, and,
Well,
um
we haven't got a good Mary Jane in the movies anyway, so
no, the Tobey Maguire one was probably the best, but she
it was
wasn't Mary Jane.
wasn't even attractive enough to be Mary Jane.
No, but, I mean, she should have been Gwen Stacy, is what she
She
should
could
have
have
been,
been. Well, maybe.
or Grant, because the thing with it is, first of all, he doesn't meet Mary Jane until he's out of school, when he's working.
Right.
He meets her
Yeah.
as an adult, not as a high school kid.
Mhm,
Those other two girls are his high school sweethearts.
mhm,
Mary Jane, he met as an adult. Was a working and successful model. And face it, Tiger, she's a knockout, right?
right.
So, and it's hard to do that because, I mean, there's not a lot of women that stand up to that level of beauty. They're quite rare. They're quite
That's
rare.
true.
Now I know comic book artists. Of course, Eric here is an artist. They
Mhm,
tend to draw their girls pretty, but if you look at canon and understand the characters, most comic book females characters aren't portrayed as beautiful. They're just normal, and then they have their mission or their convictions or their zealotry or whatever it is, right?
mhm.
But they might look really good in the comic because of the artist, but their character is not intended to be a beauty queen, right?
Right. Right.
There's only a few of those. They're very rare, and to be fair, it's good on the writers for doing that. MJ is one of them. She's supposed to be shockingly hot, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And what would you say would be another one that's supposed to really is intended to be gorgeous?
I think honestly, I think maybe the Black Cat.
She does play on her sexuality a lot. That's true.
Yeah,
But
it might be just sexy though.
yeah,
I'd
I
say
think it's
Wonder
just
Woman. I think
sexy
Wonder Woman's supposed to be gorgeous.
because she is created of clay to be a goddess in every way.
Yeah,
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 no, she should be beautiful. Another
yeah.
one I think is intended to be beautiful because of the no touch clause is Rogue. Rogue, I
Oh, yeah,
think, is
probably. Mhm.
supposed to be beautiful because she's
Yeah,
untouchable, literally.
right.
I
Uh,
think that was part of the wink, wink. Another one I would say that we're really pushing for cuteness was Kitty Pride, right? But
Cuteness, yeah,
yeah, cuteness, yeah.
but you know,
But I'm just saying, in the writing, in the canon of the characters, most female characters or even male characters are not written to be beautiful. They're not.
right.
MJ is, and
Mhm.
you're correct. I didn't mind the performance of that girl in the first Tobey Maguire stuff, but yeah, she wasn't really MJ. They did have
No,
chemistry though. They did.
well, they had chemistry, but yeah, she just I did not like her as MJ. And she's a
No,
fine enough actress. She's just
yeah,
not. She doesn't fit my
she's not
my
MJ.
vision of MJ. Yeah.
She should have been she should have been Grant or Stacy. Is what she should have
Yeah.
been.
Well, Betty was in it. She was played by I can't remember the girl's name. She's in a lot of stuff now. She's got blonde hair now. I can't remember her name, but
Really? Does
she's a
she interact
secretary.
with Peter at all?
Uh, very little. She is the secretary at the Daily Planet.
Oh, I see. Because she did date Peter. I think that was his first girlfriend, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was his first one or not.
No, I think it was his first girlfriend, and then he ended up hooking when he became cooler because he's now Spider-Man. He started hooking up with Gwen Stacy, right?
Yeah.
And of course, they always had
Oh,
that flirtation of
Elizabeth
Black Cat.
Banks.
Elizabeth Banks. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Um,
you saw her, you'd know who she was.
but you know what I mean. I'm just saying that that girl in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man stuff, having her as Betty Grant or Gwen Stacy would have been made more sense in many ways,
Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
but whatever. She's the charisma of a slump. Yeah, no, Zendaya, and and the thing is, I don't blame the girl, whatever her name is, the Zendaya girl. I haven't
Yeah.
heard her coming out and being noisy. I haven't heard her say hardly anything. She's quite quiet. She's getting paid. I don't have a problem with the girl. I'm just have a problem with why she was hired. That's the
Right.
issue.
Right. Yeah.
Because to be fair, there's a lot of them, especially these black girls that they put into these like Ironheart and what was the one that came out before with the black girl who was being real noisy before
Oh,
Ironheart.
that was actually wasn't it that Star Wars acolyte?
Yeah. That girl. That's right. Star Wars
Yeah.
acolyte. But
Good.
yeah, no, they're being noisy and troublesome, whereas she's not.
Yeah.
So I don't have an issue with her personally, whatsoever. Now the thing that's unfortunate with Ironheart, because that's done. Boy, is that done, right? But the problem that the real sad thing with that is, and it goes back to you remember when the comic came out,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and how everyone hated it, and it
Nobody wanted it then.
and it instantly died. But
Yeah.
everybody, including this show, we were saying, dude, that would be a great villain because that's how they were
Mm,
writing her. And the in
right.
the
Right.
TV show, she is a villain. She's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And if they leaned into that, you might actually have a show, dude.
You could. Yeah.
This arrogant, bratty, nasty thief, entitled thing, which is
Hmm.
everything she is in real life and in the character, as a
Right.
villain
Right.
and have the ultimate showdown a few movies or series down the road with whoever's the current Iron Man.
Right.
That would have been great.
That'd be cool.
Hmm. Anyway, moving away from this, I thought I would take a bit here before we get into our end thing to take a look at what we have for trailers going on in the world. What's coming? Because it's been
Ah.
freaking
Okay.
dismal, dude.
It has been. Very much so. You go ahead, start your trailers. I'm going to refill my coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's perfect timing. All right, so Spider-Man: Brand New Day, we already talked about. It's a teaser. He just is jumping around, then walks out. That's it. We just showed you the picture, so we didn't look at that. Now, Witchboard. I'm assuming this is a remake of the original, and there were a lot of Ouija, witchboards, all kind of stuff that came out in from the 80s all the way through the 90s, and even into the aughts. Actually, Ouija 2 Ouija, I think it's just called Ouija. The first one is really not good. It's pretty bad. But the second one is not bad at all. I'd actually, if you like horror movies, go watch Ouija 2. I don't know it has other things in the title, but it's the second one. It's a pretty solid movie, dude. It's a prequel, actually. But let's go take a look at this. I think this is a trailer worth because some of these Ouija witchboard things, and I think this is a remake. Let's see here. Uh, Avenue's upcoming The Avenue. I think I've seen that company before. Supernatural horror thriller has been revealed, featuring Stranger Things star Jamie Campbell Bower. I have no clue who that is. As an occult expert named Alexander Baptiste. Baptiste. So it's this kid here, I guess. Um, this serves as a remake, yeah, of Kevin Tenney's cult classic 1986 movie. So I was right. Okay. And the original movie, it's okay. Is it a cult classic? I guess it kind of is. It's all right. It's a fun little movie. It's a weird thing, but a lot of TNA is what it had. I wonder if they're going to keep up with that. So let's see. Let's see the trailer here. Alrighty.
We must journey back.
Okay, is this the Stranger
Back
Things
to
kid?
she who carved this, who spilled blood to stir its dark magic.
He's got a good voice. Oh no. Zombie hands. Okay. Chuck Russell. Don't know who he is, but you go, Chuck. It's a real movie, at least.
It's a pendulum board. They were
It's
used
a
to contact
pendulum board.
spirits.
It's not a Ouija board. It's a pendulum
You
board.
think it's worth anything?
They're stealing it
Show me
in
what
the
you got.
museum. Oh,
What's that board?
you got to have a good artifact. The good artifacts are good. Okay.
Why is there blood on your hand?
Yeah, why?
You have to trust me.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's got a lot of the TNA. I remember the first one had a lot of that in it. Sexiness and the witches. So it's definitely got that in it. Although it was more tongue in cheek in the original movie. This seems to be very serious,
There is such a thing as destiny.
which is going to be good or bad. I don't know. That guy's got a great voice, though. Is he the Stranger Things kid? His voice is killer, dude. Now he's inflecting it intentionally, but still, good voice. Uh oh.
Christian?
Uh oh. Oh no, they got you. The pendulum board got you. Pendulum board. Okay. So all right, maybe. Like I said, the original was kind of fun. This one's more serious, obviously. But I do like the voice of that kid. I don't know who he is, but he's got a good voice.
Which kid?
This kid, I guess he's the from Stranger Things or something. Jamie Campbell Bower.
I don't know which one that is.
I'm assuming that's him. He's got a good voice though. Good sounding voice.
Oh,
Strong, good radio voice.
oh,
Nice.
cool.
But you remember that Witchboard 1986 movie, the kind of tongue-in-cheek TNA movie?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This seems to be taking itself very seriously, but it
Oh,
looks
okay.
like it might have the TNA though.
Oh,
Maybe,
nice.
or I doubt it. You probably just see the guy's ass. I mean, that's how we
You
get
don't
now.
see a lot of that anymore, really.
Mm. Well, the thing is, you don't need to be showing too much anyway. And honestly, they often overplay sex scenes in movies. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
However, you and I have had sex a couple of times. You know, And
I've at least had it twice because I have two
yeah, yeah,
biological children.
me too, at least twice. And can you think of any time in your entire life playing around with any girl at any time that you were in the full throw of things and her top did not come off?
Mm,
I'll wait.
no, no.
No, no, no. The answer
No.
is no. Yeah, definitely no. Matter of fact, it's one of the first things that happens is the top comes off. Men are rather obsessed with tatas, just so you know. You know, any of you women who might be
Yeah.
listening. But yeah, so the top's always off, and of course the bottom, by definition, must be off. But you don't have to
Mhm.
show the bottom part. We never did in the '80s. You hardly ever got full frontal, right?
Oh,
Just the
no, no.
just the tits out, and of course the guys
Yeah.
have got their ass and their bare chested all the time. I mean,
Right, right.
that's normal. But it's been quite a while where we have all these ladies in these movies having the sex that are always on top, by the way, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And they always got their bra on. They always do. And it's like
Hmm.
I've never in my life, dude, ever. I would scold her. Yeah,
Scold her.
I would. Yeah. So no, that's right, Flying Saucer. A great artifact is the cube from Hellraiser, for sure. But you don't need it. Depends on the movie. But if you have a movie that's got an artifact in it, make it a good one.
Mhm.
Make it a good
Yeah.
one. But I don't know, as far as artifacts or relics in movies, the Lament Cube, I think it's called the Lament Cube from Hellraiser, it's got to be one of the greatest of all time.
Oh,
It's got to
yeah,
be.
it does.
The
Very iconic.
Necronomicon, yeah, the Necronomicon
Yep.
from Evil Dead, I'd say, comes
Yeah.
out. Wishmaster's Ring, maybe.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Anyway, so this looks maybe. Maybe. Tin Soldier, I saw this. It's got Robert De Niro. We shan't be
Nope.
dealing with him anymore. Season 2 of
Nope.
The Terminal List with Chris Pratt, right? He's back. This is a prequel, though, I think.
I don't think I watched the first season of that.
It's all right. It's not bad.
Uh,
It's
okay.
solid, Chris Pratt. And his character isn't one dimensional as they tend to be, right?
Oh, okay.
He's got issues going on, and so there's a story arc. That's nice. But
All right.
those kind of things are usually, think of Tom Cruise. He has no story arc ever,
Right. Yeah.
right? Anyway, ooh, The Conjuring Last Rites. Should I watch that? Do you like this
Yeah, let's take a look
series?
at that one. I've only seen like one or two. And then like three or four of them.
I've seen all. Oh, I think we're up to 7
Oh,
or
good
6
grief.
or
Yeah.
7. Yeah, I've seen them all. The last few are not as great. The last one with the keys was certainly less interesting, but it was still watchable. Now, of course,
Okay.
this series is based upon Ed and Lorraine Warren, who are real people,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Uh,
they're real people.
they are real people, uh, and it's based upon some of their hijinks. And
Real scam artists. That's what they are.
that's fine. But the first couple of movies were actually really good. First two were excellent. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay, well, we got the husband's still here. All right.
Has come to Pennsylvania.
They've kept the Warrens together. Nice. 1986 we've moved up to.
Found its
All
way
right.
into their home.
8 people live in this house.
8 people live in this house.
8 people have experienced this.
8 people.
8 people are not crazy.
8 people could be crazy, man.
So, when did this start?
Have you ever heard anything in your life that made you believe that the paranormal might be real? Ever?
Uh, I don't disbelieve. I've never seen anything though
Yeah.
physically.
I've seen a couple things in my life that I can reason away, right? And
Mhm.
being what I am, I tend to do that. But I've had one experience in my life I can't reason away as much as I'd like to. So I don't know. I don't know. I really wish we'd put some actual money behind some real research into certain things, though. instead of just dismissing it as hokum.
Yeah, I think that's the popular thing. It just hokum. Nobody. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I kind of believe there's stuff out there. I just haven't seen it myself, and honestly, I really don't want to.
Yeah, yeah. But I just wouldn't mind to see some serious, actual, real research into certain things. Now, we don't need research into flat Earth, pretty sure. But you know,
God, those idiots.
trans trans-dimensional beings, maybe.
Hmm,
The alien thing, and now keep in mind, 3 years in a row, the American government says aliens are real. No one seemed to
yeah,
care.
yeah.
So,
No,
alrighty then.
no, it
Um,
didn't give a damn.
yeah. But the ghost phenomena, which might be connected to the trans-dimensional aspect, it might well be,
Ah, it could be. It
right?
could be.
Because here's the interesting thing. Let me bring up since we're looking at movies here. There's a certain director. His name is M. Night Shyamalan. He's an Indian
Hmm.
fella. Well, he's not. He's an American, isn't he? But
Yeah,
of Indian heritage. Now, he's made a
correct.
couple of good movies. Any movies you like from M. Night?
I did like Sixth Sense.
Yep. It's the only movie in my whole
Um,
life that got me. The only one movie that got me. That one.
yeah, yeah. And the one with
The
Mel
twist.
Gibson, I actually did like.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That might be it.
I liked Unbreakable and Split as well.
Oh, Unbreakable. I forgot about that. Unbreakable, I did like. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that and
No.
Split.
hmm
I thought those were good. The what was the stupid one with the Red Riding Hood or whatever, and
The
they're
Village.
living in the
The
yeah the
Village. Yeah.
village. That was horrible.
The idea was fine. It just wasn't executed well, which is the problem
No,
with M.
no.
Night. He either hits or he doesn't. And he's very long-winded and he's way too subtle. Like for instance, his thing with the Signs, The Happening, and After Earth. Those
Mhm.
three movies are actually a trilogy. You wouldn't know it,
Okay.
but they are. Because it's all about the alien thing. However, this is a theory, a fan theory. Now, I get the theory, and it's been around quite a while. And okay, fine. M. Night is not the type to, if anyone has a theory or is talking about his stuff, he will shut his mouth and not say a damn word. He is
Right,
smart
right.
that way. He is smart that way. But I disagree, and this is why. Signs. It's called signs. And how do we use
Hmm.
that word signs? How do we use that in English, metaphorically?
I don't know, Chester.
Religiously. It's always religious.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're waiting upon a sign from God.
From
Yeah,
God, right? Signs
yeah.
and
Or
portents.
whoever.
Well, signs and portents, right? And throughout the movie, you got to remember Mel Gibson's character is a preacher, supposedly a backslidden one, but a preacher nevertheless. And a lot of people were like, well, why would the water affect him like that? It's stupid. Well, you're not paying attention. Those are not aliens. They're demons. And the water is holy because of him. So
Okay.
the water is damaging that one demon because it's holy water being poured upon him. That's what's happening in that movie. However, the fact that they're using the little drug that comes out of their hand to try to paralyze the people and control them, people will connect it to the happening, which in the whole movie they're suggesting it's the plants that are doing it, but they're saying no, no, it's
Hmm.
actually an alien attack, and then of course After Earth, and the reason why is because it's all based. All three of those movies kind of have a basis in fear, right?
Right.
I don't agree. I don't agree though. What do you think? You think those three are a trilogy?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
don't.
think. I don't
Yeah,
agree.
I don't think so.
It is the
I
popular
forgot.
fan theory though.
Yeah, there was one other movie I saw recently of his that I didn't mind. Knock at the Cabin.
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that.
It wasn't horrible. I can't even tell you what happened in it, but I remember watching it and not thinking it was that bad. It's got Batista in it.
Well, they're trying to prevent the coming of the Antichrist, aren't they?
I feel like that might have been what it was. I really don't. That's sad. I watch movies now and I can't remember what they were about.
That's a problem though, isn't it? Is that you or is it the movie?
It's probably the movie.
Yeah, I think so. We'll go with that. Anyway, let's
But
continue.
I didn't think it was horrible. I watched the whole thing, so
Cool.
it couldn't have been too bad.
Well, most of his movies are watchable. The only really bad one was Avatar.
There's an evil here. Something I've felt before.
Well, you know, one thing I have to say for the Conjuring series, there are a bunch of them, but they do they are real movies shot on real film, right?
It's the first
They are
one that we
real.
ever encountered.
Because we do get a lot of this kind of digital
We were young.
garbage crap
We
these
were
days.
scared. We
And
were
these
afraid.
actors are pretty good, these two.
Patrick Wilson, I like him in most things I've seen.
Yeah, she's fine too.
And he's got range. He's played all kinds of different characters.
Although the last one, they're not in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I could be confusing IPs possibly. Okay.
St. Michael,
I don't know.
defend us
I'll watch it for sure.
against the devil.
And of course, the Annabelle spin-off. They made a couple of those.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it just looks like a standard Conjuring. Fine. That's fine.
Right.
I'm sure I'll watch it. You know what I did like I like horror movies. But one of the movies I saw recently I actually thought was good fun was Abigail. Did you watch that?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, it's a little vampire movie.
No,
I
I did not watch that one.
Yeah.
I'd heard it was decent, and I never did get back to watching it. The wife doesn't like horror movies,
Oh, I see.
so if I watch them, I have to watch them by myself, and I do them while I'm drawing, so I don't pay a lot of attention sometimes.
Right. Well, I only sleep about 4 or 5 hours a day, so
Mm.
I'm awake much of the time that my wife is asleep. So
gotcha.
I do watch things on my own, especially when I'm working. I usually have things in the background running. But yeah, I liked it. It was fun. I've always enjoyed the concept of the little kid vampire.
Yeah.
You know, there's something twisted about it. It's one of the reasons why I'm not interested in the new Wednesday Adams. I'm sure it's fine. People seem to be liking it. But she's much more interesting and creepy when she's a little girl, dude.
Yeah.
You know.
Which I will say, Wednesday wasn't bad.
Yeah, people liked it.
I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, just not my thing. Anyway, we got Eeny Meeny. Oh, that's oh my God, dude. That's as bad as I'm sure as it sounds. But that's the perfect thing. That little 80 horror movie, right? A lot of that kind of nonsense. Yeah. The Threesome. Oh, let me run to watch that movie. That sounds great. The fuck, dude. Nuremberg.
I don't know.
Didn't we already have Nuremberg the movie?
There's a feel-good movie.
Yeah, right. But didn't we already have that movie?
I feel like it.
I feel like we had Nuremberg the movie. And of course, this would be talking about the trials after the war, right? Where a lot of the hype and villainy put on certain individuals within the German government were created. You know, and the ultimate epitome of evil became Adolf Hitler. And, you know, fair enough, I guess. I mean, he's the boss, so the buck stops there. But most of the really bad evil was done by other people, actually. But
Lots of people.
Yeah, lots of people.
Yeah.
But old Adolf got the whole thing put on his shoulders, didn't he? It's like over here in Japan, Tojo. It was all his fault.
Right.
It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, Tojo was much more of a scapegoat than Adolf was, because you know he certainly was involved. But people seem to want to completely forget that for a good decade or nearly, he's one of the greatest leaders Germany's ever had. How dare I say that? What did I just say? Is that blasphemy? See,
I can't argue with that.
Well, you can't. He did so many great things for Germany, and then shit went
For
right
Germany,
sideways.
yeah.
For Germany. And shit went right sideways, dude. Right sideways.
He ruined the swastika for everybody.
He did.
He ruined little mustaches for everybody.
He did. Yeah. Now, to be fair, when the Olympics came to Tokyo here a while back, and the IOC was pushing for the Japanese to change the iconography of temple locations on marks because on maps because that symbol is a religious symbol, the
Mhm.
swastika, and
Yeah.
all throughout Asia, if you look on a map or on a road sign, it's used to denote temple. That's what it means
Mhm.
for the modern people, temple. And they wanted the Japanese to change it for the sensitivity of the Westerners. And you know what the Japanese told them?
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, kick rocks,
Good
bitch.
for them. Good
Yeah,
for them.
because it is interesting because I see swastika every day as I drive around, even on my car, because we have the little heads up, the not heads up display, but the little screen in the car, right,
Right,
with the
right.
map, right, and it's
Oh, okay.
yeah, all over the place. They're everywhere because I keep my map. Gee, I don't know the measurement, but it's several hundred meters out.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know how close you keep your Street View map. I don't know what you do, but mine is pretty far
Don't
out.
have a street view map on my cars.
Are you driving a classic car?
No, no, I have a, let's see, my wife's is a 2018 and mine's a 2017.
Well, you should have automatically the little screen in there. It's got the map on it,
There's a
the
screen, but
GPS
there's no
map.
map. No,
Really?
really.
Why?
And one's a Nissan, one's a General Motors.
Well, then they should definitely have it. You opted out
Yeah.
of it or something?
I don't know.
Huh.
There's no map on there. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And to be fair, I kind of preferred the old days when we pull out the paper map.
When you had to know where you're going.
Yeah, yeah. I still kind of live that way, but my wife uses it when she's in the car, because I don't.
If we have somewhere we're going, we don't know where it is. We just put in the GPS on our phones and play the phone through the or
Oh
hook up the
yeah,
phone through the. Yeah.
sure, sure. She does that sometimes too. But I don't know how your wife is, but my wife is always impatient. And I'm never late. I don't know if you've noticed a certain amount of uh, 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 you know uh, pedanticness in me. I'm never
Yes,
late,
yes.
right? And
Mhm.
but she's always worried about being late. So when we're gonna go, I'm doing something in the house. She's already sitting in the car. It's turned on. The air conditioner or heater is on, and the GPS
Mhm.
is already inputted into the car before I even sit down in the car. And she's sitting there waiting. This is my wife. Is your wife
Oh my
anything
god.
like that?
When she's ready to go, she's out in the car right away.
Yeah.
Even though I've been ready for a while, sometimes she won't even tell me. She's like, "Well, why didn't you say something?" But if we're going somewhere we need the GPS, she does put it in right away. I'll say, "Hey, I don't need that until we get to this point. I know how to get this far. We're going to a little area I don't know very well. Then I will need it. But to get to there, I'm fine. I don't need the GPS. Wait till we get there."
And besides, if I need to head in an easterly direction or a westerly or what have you,
Right, right.
if
Yeah,
you just generally head there, you're going to run into something anyway.
yeah, yeah.
But you and I do come from the age where we had actual paper maps and we had to kind of
Oh, yeah.
understand where
Mhm.
we were going.
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
knew those mile markers.
well, yeah, I mean the young people don't even know their phone numbers
No,
because
no.
they never look at them. I still have my
Look,
original home phone number in my head.
I do too.
Yeah. I've noticed because, like I said, my wife likes those little police body cam videos,
Yeah.
and it is people are outrageous, dude. Outrageous behavior. I mean, my goodness. However, many times the cop will because none of them have their driver's license on them ever,
Right,
which
right.
is weird because I never not have my license in my whole life. I've never not had my license on me when I was in the
I
car.
always
Not
have my wallet on me if I'm leaving the house.
always, always, always.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
So
always have my keys with me when I leave the
of
house.
course, I have no clue what the hell they're on about. But of course, the cops will try to find a way to get information from them, and of course, they'll ask their social security number. None of the people even know their social security. I mean, dude, that's in my head. I know that
Mhm. Yeah.
for since I was a kid. I don't know. It's weird.
Right, right.
Anyway, We got. I don't care about this Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Unless someone comes back with reviews. Oh my God, it's the best Nuremberg movie ever made. Um,
Yeah.
the Quiet Ones.
That looks like an independent lesbian comic cover.
It does, and it already screams that, doesn't
It,
it?
it might be based on the
Yeah.
indie comic.
Yeah, coming soon. The Quiet trailer offers already a preview of what to expect from the movie cast, who give off the same neon party girl vibe as 2012 Spring Breakers, and that which we were talking about, James Franco. That's his movie.
Uh,
I never seen it, but then again, I think Franco is kind of wasted. He's done a lot of this kind of indie crap I'm not interested in, and
he
unfortunately,
has, yeah.
he's a really good actor, and I think he wasted it. But he's a Hollywood guy. Anyway, following the sudden death of her estranged father, Charlotte, okay, inherits not only his lavish home but also his crushing debts, of course. Desperate to avoid losing everything, she turns to her new friend Danny. Danny? Okay, who proposes an unconventional solution: monetize the mansion by hosting a wild online content house. Can you make money off of that?
Hmm, probably.
Probably. I don't know how. How you would monetize that with a cast of hot young influencers, hopefuls behind a paywall. Oh, there it is. The cash starts flowing, but so does something far more sinister. Ooh, it's haunted. As the experiment spirals out of control, Charlotte is plunged into a deadly war of escalating egotism and dangerously self-destructive personalities. Well, if it's a movie where a bunch of entitled modern brats get killed off, might be good.
It might be.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Let's see here. Omniscient Reader, The Prophecy. Oh, God, that sounds long winded. Twinless.
Hmm.
Okay. Zootopia 2. Did you like the first one?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Some of those movies are not too bad though.
No, no, it wasn't bad at all.
I'd rather see some traditional animation though, to be honest with you. I'm tired of all the digital stuff, but
Yeah, well, Pixar, Disney, they
it's
kind of,
gone. It's
yeah,
gone. I'll never see
yeah.
it again.
Here it seems to be some kind of weird animated thing. Blue Moon, obviously a remake. The Lost Bus. This is Matthew McConaughey, where they're trying to survive a forest fire with a bunch of kids in a bus.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV too, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah. Ooh, Traumatica. Interesting monster movie. Whistle, Avatar, Fire and Ash. Ooh. The original Avatar was badass though.
Hmm.
But stuff after that was not cool. And the Long Walk, I've been seeing a lot of trailers and talk about the Long Walk. What is it about? Let me check it out. Um, See, the story takes place in the future in which 100 teenage
Uh,
boys embark on an annual competition known as the Long Walk. So it's Hunger Games. Okay, fine. Hunger Games for boys. Let's see
yeah,
here.
that's creepy.
It is. This is from Saban, sorry. And they've been doing pretty good with horror movies recently, dude. Um, for its forthcoming supernatural horror, okay, after premiere, I don't want that, I want this. A young boy's night terrors become reality when his mother begins showing signs of demonic possession. Okay, so it's from the boy's point of view, and the mom is being possessed. Fair enough. There's been a couple of them. There was a TV series with a can't remember it. It had a Catholic thing in it. It had a black guy in it from the church, and he was like straight laced. And there was another guy from the church
That
who
was really good. Evil.
is it just evil?
Yeah,
And it
just
had
evil. Because there's a guy that played Luke Cage, wasn't it?
maybe he did a good job. It was good all around. But in that, the mom is being haunted and possessed by a demon, right? Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a series though, not a movie.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
series. He did special work for the church.
Yeah.
Then there was a girl, and there was a tech guy.
Yeah.
If it's the same one I'm thinking of, it's evil. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the one. Because the black guy played a very straight laced guy, right?
Yes.
And it was good. It was fun. Anyway, yeah, just on the top of it, there's a couple things there interesting and a lot of nonsense. But I mean, this one right here. I mean, come on, the threesome. Who the hell's gonna watch that? I mean, honestly,
Horny middle-aged women.
is that their fantasy?
Well, see, it's just like 50 Shades of Grey. They want to read about it, but they don't want to do
Yeah, it's weird. I never watched. Did you ever watch that 50 Shades of Grey? I never watched it.
No, I did not, but every
Yeah.
woman I knew read that book.
Yeah, no, it was a big hit book. And honestly, I'm
Yeah.
not going to complain because, to be fair, people don't read enough these days.
Well, that's true. Yeah, they don't.
It's unfortunate because it doesn't really matter so much what you read, but reading is a completely different mechanic for your brain,
It
and
is.
you should be doing it. And I would say pretty much anything is worth reading, other than say Blood Meridian. But
Hmm.
you know, they're finally making that movie.
Are they?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, let's. I was going to look at comics coming out this week as well, but because I thought it was going to be by myself. But you know, I don't know. Comics aren't doing great right now. Although I've seen some better covers of late. However,
Well,
uh,
supposedly last year was the largest selling year in past
yeah,
6 years for comic books.
yeah, particularly
I don't know who's
DC.
buying them. I don't know anyone
It's
talking
DC
about comic books.
Comics. DC came out with their absolute series of in
Mm,
each of their characters being turned into this absolute universe. I haven't read it. I need to, because people are
mm.
buzzing about it. So but to be fair, Warner Brothers, DC Comics stopped the woke stuff sooner and reverted quicker. Marvel
Yeah,
still
true.
every character in Marvel is still either gender swapped, race swapped, and mostly they're gay. It's just
Yeah,
an
yeah.
absolute gutting of the entire cosmology. But whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, let's take a look at the money here. I always want to see how it's because this show is about entertainment, right?
Ah,
So I always want to look at the money. So we were talking about Fantastic Four earlier. Let's
yeah.
see how the weekend turned out for him, because that was before that was projected of a 66% drop. Let's take a look. Okay, um, that's not a 66% drop. They did better than expected, but still, it is a big drop. And we're looking at, what is this, 144 million dollars in pocket. No, more than that. 194 million dollars in pocket, something like that. No, that wasn't right either. Anyway, less than 200 million dollars in pocket. Um,
hmm
and yeah, that's not even halfway. This movie needs to make $800 million to even think about breaking even, dude. I don't think even that
Right.
will do it. Because keep in mind,
hmm
they reshot the entire third act of this movie,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think it's going to get there. But this isn't as uh, dismal a bomb as some of their other stuff, though. It's doing better than they thought.
Yeah, I
So
think their budget was 200 million, but that probably doesn't include the marketing. It never does when they list
no,
out a budget.
no, it's around this movie. We did some estimates on it. It's around $400 million. So therefore,
Yeah.
they need to make eight. Because keep in mind, if you look at the worldwide number and just kind of cut it in half, basically that's what you're looking at. Now that doesn't
hmm
take into merchandising, which they don't do well on these days at all. And of course, later things like syndication or selling to a streaming service, Blu-rays, all that kind of stuff. They can make money in a very long run, and these kind of movies probably will. But they need to hit 800 million to get their money back for sure. And I don't think they're going to do that. But this is not a bomb as bad as we've seen recently. It is better.
No, no, it's promising,
Yeah, it is. And
but
like I said,
I mean, not financially, but yeah, it's promising.
and I really wish they would stop with this negative marketing nonsense. Just knock it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so just keeping up with that. Bad Guys 2. This is an animated series.
Mhm.
I didn't see the first one. This
I
is
think I did.
Did you? I didn't see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something you would watch with your grandkids, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why. Yeah.
No, no, that's the reason why I don't see these things anymore because my kids are out of the house and I don't have grandchildren
Right.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Mm. Although, don't tell my kids or my wife. Don't tell my wife mainly.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
I am thinking of buying a property up in the city where my kids are living.
Oh.
Yeah. I was actually looking around and I was just being dumb. And I was like, I wonder what it would cost to buy a penthouse in Fukuoka.
Hmm.
I was just being goofy. Dude, it's cheap.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it's
Does your
cheap.
wife gonna think it's cheap?
No,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It looks like you're not buying one
probably not.
then.
But I checked around and they're not that bad. But of course, if that would be the dream, but it is wasteful. I'd probably buy just some little apartment and a place to go and just kind of hang out here or there because I'm getting to the point where I am going to retire, and therefore I
Right.
have more free time, so I can go up and stay a couple weeks or a month or three if I like, up in the city.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So maybe. Anyway, this first movie I didn't check the money on it, but it seemed to be somewhat popular. This thing is abysmal, dude. That is abysmal. This is Universal Pictures. You know these animated movies are expensive. $22 million,
Yeah,
dollars, man. That's bad.
but it's a bad week for animation to come out. I mean, you're right in the middle of, the summer.
Yeah.
You got Superman out there, you've got Jurassic Park out there, and you've got the Fantastic Four out there right now.
Yep. Yep. And they are making some money. We're going to get Superman here
Yeah.
in a minute, but I do want to go. The Naked Gun now. We watched the trailer. I never would
I
have
thought
assumed Liam Neeson, but it looked funny.
I thought so too. I might go see that one.
Now, this one is probably a much cheaper venture, right?
Oh, it's gotta be.
Much cheaper.
Gotta be.
However, 28 million opening weekend. Ooh, dude.
That probably didn't cover Liam Neeson's salary.
No, it didn't because it's only about $14 million in hand. Now,
Mm.
this opened in 3,300 theaters, so it was about 1,000 short of America's capacity, which I don't get why. Maybe it'll have I'll have to check reviews because I didn't do that today to see how it looks next week. However, um, the trailer did look fun, you know.
$42 million budget.
42. Yeah, no, it's definitely more affordable for sure. They can make
Yeah.
their money back much more easily. But it's
Mhm.
got to have some legs, though. It needs to have legs because that's not a good start, dude.
No, but I thought it looked funny.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people now even know what the Naked Gun series was.
No, the young people don't know Police Story, of course.
Right,
Um,
right.
and honestly, I've never been a huge fan of the slapstick stuff. Um, but
I like
you
it
know,
occasionally. Occasionally,
yeah,
I do
yeah.
like it. Yes.
Occasionally, you dip your toe. And Naked Gun was fun. I mean, Leslie Nielsen is fun.
Yes.
He always was. But that's a pretty low opening, though. That's pretty low. Let's see how Superman is doing. All right, $270 million, $275 million. It's not there yet. This is
It
another.
still needs 700 million to break even, doesn't it?
I would say this is around $300 to $400 million movie that because we never know the truth about
Yeah,
their
yeah.
costs. But yeah, most of these big AAA movies they need to make $400 million to cover all costs. It seems,
Right.
and we're still curious of where all that damn money is coming from, and where I've been going to. Because like
Yeah.
really, um, this is doing much better than Fantastic Four, however, and it might get there. It might get there because there's nothing. We just looked at the coming soon trailers. There's nothing that's going to take this out of the theater.
Well, I do believe I saw an article that it's going to hit streaming later this month.
Really, that quick?
Yeah, yeah, pay for streaming or pay per view streaming,
Hmm.
not free streaming, but it's supposed to hit. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're wanting to get as much money out of it as they can as quickly as possible.
Well, sure, and of course that like Netflix or Hulu, wherever picks it up, they're paying a fee for that.
Right. Hmm.
So it is just straight money for them. But like I said, it's I would have loved to had an amazing Superman movie. We didn't get that, but it's fine, which is a step up, I guess. I guess. But although Man of Steel, there's a few things in there that they should not have done. But overall, I enjoyed it
There's been a little bit of something in every Superman movie that I have liked.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, Man of Steel, Superman Returns, I could do without him really. Um, I would put this is sad to say, I'd put this in my top 3 Superman movies
really, really.
because
So
Man of
after the
Steel was
Donner
so
films,
lacking before 1 and 2, or after 1 and 2. That's where I
yeah,
put it.
the Donner films, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, no, most people kind of have that feeling about Man of Steel, but there's definitely some things that they were stupid and they shouldn't have done. But I
Mhm.
really enjoyed Henry Cavill as Kal-El.
He's a good Superman. He
He is
just
a good
had bad
Superman.
writing.
He did. He did. And I actually enjoyed the other Kryptonians. The original
Mhm.
Zod from the movies, the Donner films he's talking about, was so beautifully imperious. He was so great.
Yes.
However, this guy who played Zod in The Man of Steel, it's very different, but I liked what he did.
No, no, he's a good actor, and he did that character. He did very well.
Yeah.
It just a lot of things that took me out of it was the I love Kevin Costner, but he was a horrible Paul Kent.
No, and of course, him sitting there saying, "Don't save me," is so stupid. Especially as we know,
Yeah.
Superman can move so quick you can't even see him. Keep in mind, his original
Yes.
name was Blur, right?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. It's kind of, but I mean, it's a superhero movie. What are you going to do? But the thing in the fights where people actually get a hit on Superman, in reality, they would never lay a glove on him.
Right. Right.
He's so fast because people forget about his speed, right?
Yeah.
So it is kind of it's hard to do it. It's hard to do it correctly. Don't think too deeply about it, I guess. But no,
Yeah.
Kevin Carson was horrible, Pa Kent. He was horrible. And it just the whole thing of no, you can't let the world know. That is not what Pa Kent taught to him. The Kents taught at all. They taught him quite
Mhm.
the opposite. The reason why Kal-El is such a good man is because of the Kents. That's that's why his upbringing. He had good parents, right? Because you ever read
Yeah.
the original comic book stuff,
Mhm. Yeah.
like as it was
Long time ago.
long time ago, right? I'm currently
Mm.
rereading the entire series now. I'm up to coming into the 60s right now. But
Wow. You're way
yeah,
in there.
yeah, I am. But the thing I do like Superman. But the thing with it is his first interaction, and this is often displayed correctly with Jor-El, the Fortress of Solitude AI version of Jor-El. Um, Jor-El is not wrong, but he's a bit of an ass, and he's
Yeah.
rather mercurial, right? Which makes sense. He's a
I
Kryptonian.
I didn't think Russell Crowe was a bad Jor-El.
No, he was fine.
Yeah.
Marlon Brando was a good Jor-El as well.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, he is, you know, he's not. I don't know that that character would make a great father, right? A leader, sure.
No, no,
Um,
no.
but the Kents were amazing people, and they taught
Yeah.
him virtue. And this is
Right.
very important. And the that damn German guy who did Men of Steel series, what's his damn name? That German guy,
Schneider.
Schneider, right? Zack Snyder. Um, he
The
doesn't get it.
Schneiderverse.
He doesn't get it, dude. He doesn't get it. None of them really do. Frickin' what's this pedo guy did this movie? What's his name? Real creepy
James Gunn.
guy. James Gunn, yeah, that guy. Um, well, no, he doesn't get it either. It's clear he
He
doesn't
may
get it.
not get it, but at least he reads them.
That's true, but he doesn't get it. Doesn't understand what Superman is. Whatever. This movie probably will break even, so that's cool. Which means we'll get more and maybe we'll get better. Let's see how Jurassic World is doing. Now, this movie, from all accounts, is abysmal. It's a bad movie, just a bad movie. However, as usual, making money. This thing might
It's
be close to breaking even,
dinosaurs.
dude. Yeah, no, it's the
Yeah,
dinosaur.
kids just like dinosaurs. That's why
Fair
who's
enough.
going to see it.
It's like
Yeah.
Transformers, same thing. The kids like Transformers.
Yeah.
But yep, making money. So easy. It is a shame though because it looks like from the reviews and stuff I've looked into this because I have covered it on the show. If they had just stuck with Scarlett's character, it could have been one of her better movies.
Really?
Yeah, because she's not really good at playing the leading role. She's a good support character, actor
Yes.
wise.
Yeah.
She usually can't
Mhm.
carry it. But they screwed her over in this movie horribly, dude.
Uh,
They had so many little sidelines that didn't make any sense, or they were just ultimately convenient. I don't know. It's a shame, but hey, it's making money. Swear, cool.
well, they're saying the budget was probably around 180 for this one,
Yeah, but dude,
which is scaled down from the previous one that
it
was
is.
265 million.
But in best case, it's still 300 million to break even, and
Yep.
they're basically on that. So
Yeah,
it's good. They're
yeah.
making money. Together, years into their relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroad as they move to the country. Why? The longer you're married, the easier it is. With tensions already flaring, an encounter with an unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. Oh, it's a horror movie. All right, horror romance. All righty then. Hollywood hates couples, dude. They hate them. Oh God, dude. Yeah, this isn't going to make its money. Look at that. That
Yeah.
any other movie would be like, oh my God, look at the money we made, big success. We're going to make a dozen more. But
Right.
they haven't
Right.
even broken even. Oh God, it pisses
Yeah.
me off.
And this has been out for what, 2 months
Oh,
now?
quite a while. Yeah, it's had a little
Yeah.
legs. I mean, that's great money, dude. Any other
Mhm.
movie, people would be excited about that. But they have not broken. This movie needs 400 million to break even. 400 million. What the hell were you thinking, dude?
Yeah.
It's a shame because that's great money, but it's not. Let's see what else we got. Cat video fet. What?
I don't know.
Oscilloscope laboratories. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. People. Let's see. Now, this summer's been awful with movies, dude. Um. Oh, okay. It's like a docudrama. Suleiman's story. So this is Persian, maybe? No, it's a black dude. Paris, of
Hmm.
course. Every damn movie I see these days coming out of France is a black guy. It's
Huh.
like, are all French black now? Kind of feels that way.
Could be.
Here's the thing, though. As of late, I've had conversations about movies and stuff. It's an easy conversation with people to have English practice, right? And movies, right?
Yeah. Right.
And uh, the Japanese and some of the other Asians that I interact with, they think that the majority population in America is black. I tell
Really?
them no, it's 12%. They're like, huh? Because all the
No,
movies,
they're like
commercials, TV shows, it's all black people.
right, right. No, they're like the third, I think, in demographics. I think
Yeah,
Hispanics
it's
are getting
probably
ready to
third.
overtake whites. Yeah.
Americans are around 60. Whites are about 63, 64. Latinos certainly would be next, and then maybe blacks. Although there
Yeah.
are a lot of, it depends on how you want to category Asians. If you want to break them into
Yeah.
individual groups, which is
Right.
weird. We don't do that with whites. We don't do that with Latinos or blacks, but they seem to want
Yeah.
to break down the Asians into their individual groups. I don't know why they do that, but
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, okay. Might be good though, but it didn't make any damn money. Anything else here? And Night of the Juggler. That's a re-release, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
that's an old movie. That's a noir flick, I believe. It's only in one theater, so and they
Oh,
had a good
jeez.
night though. They had fun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting how we get the data on this, isn't it? because I think a lot
Mhm.
of theaters are going to be doing this, going to showing old films to try to survive, right?
I think
Yeah.
a lot of them do around here. They do. They have summer specials where you can go see older
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have been noticing that there are more re-release, like for instance, A New Hope is coming out in the next few weeks, right? They're going to be re-releasing it for people to go back, and I like looking at those
Uh,
and see how it does.
2027.
20 is it really? I thought it was soon.
It's for the 50th anniversary.
Fair
They
enough.
just announced it was going to be re-released for the 50th anniversary.
Fair enough. But it'll be interesting to see what it does, because I'll tell you this. Although I'm getting on my time, so I got to move. But
Yep.
I had my kids. I'm assuming you have similar experience. I showed my children the original Star Wars. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
And my children also saw the new stuff. So,
Yeah.
what was your kids' response? Because my kids were riveted to the frickin' screen for all three of those movies. I put on a prequel, they walked out in 5 minutes, dude.
You know what? The prequels they didn't mind. My son though, he had to watch. I'll tell you, he was about 9 years old. He had to watch one of the original three before he could fall asleep. I'd
Really
pop it in the VCR and he'd fall asleep watching it, but it's what he wanted to watch every night before he went to bed.
interesting.
Now,
Interesting.
I don't think they don't. I know my son doesn't care for the sequels at all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now the sequels are pretty awful, and they get progressively worse. But I just thought it was very telling. Because you and I have our own culture and our own time
Mhm.
and our own opinions,
Right.
right?
Right.
And we come from a time where people were far more unified, Americans.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
there was
Very
less
much so.
difference between us than there are now, different
Right.
groups. But I always kind of enjoy I guess it's the anthropologist in me, analyzing how my children interact with older things. Uh,
Mm.
my son thought Rocket Horror Picture Show was the dumbest thing he'd ever seen. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
even though we loved it. And he
Right.
didn't understand what all the gayness was, and I was like, fair enough. Um, because I guess he's not wrong, but I don't know. We just love it. Tim Curry, dude. Uh, but
Right.
um,
Right.
but on the other hand, because I'm always kind of paying attention to the reaction, right?
Mhm.
Because I've already seen the movie and I don't need to see it again. Nevertheless, I showed him Blade Runner, the original, the director's cut, of course.
Right.
And he was riveted to that. He was like 19,
I
and he
will
loved
be
it.
honest with you. I have a hard time even getting to Blade Runner.
Yeah, no, that's why I showed it to him because it is a classic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was kind of curious what he would think of it at that age, a young man. He absolutely adored it, dude. He was riveted to the screen.
Well, that's good because that's a hard movie to get into. I mean,
It
if
is, it is.
it's
Well,
because it can be boring. Actually, it's a great
I
movie, but it is
yeah,
boring.
I've never
Yeah.
been bored by it, but I understand I understand the
Yeah.
sentiment. Um, but I made sure to teach my children English to a point that they understand it culturally, because there's a
Right.
difference between understanding a language and understanding a language. There's a big difference,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But they speak English culturally as they do Japanese. I taught him German, but his German is not cultural. Neither is mine. It is
Hmm.
just academic, and which is all he needed for his engineering degree anyway. But
Gotcha.
so my point being is his English is correct. It's what you need to watch an English movie, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
that's an important point. But yeah, he loved it. But it is interesting what they like and what they don't like. Like the original Dune, um, uh, I way prefer the original Dune to the new one.
I watched the new one. I know I watched the original one, but I don't remember much about it. But I watched the new one, and I was sitting there like, man, this really isn't going anywhere.
It's
I'm like,
boring.
oh, I
It's
was like,
boring.
shit, they can't wrap this up. I've already been sitting here for 3 hours.
And you
I
got
didn't know there
three
was another
movies.
one. I was like,
Yeah,
you
this
got to be kidding me.
dude, there's three.
Oh, you know what? So my son he just turned 30, I think. So a movie he really liked, um, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, I never showed this to my kids.
When I
It's
showed
funny.
him that, he loved that one.
It is funny. That's good. Gene Wilder's great in that.
Yeah.
But with the Dune thing, it's interesting because I did show my kids the original Dune, and of course they went on their own and watched the new Dune, and
Right.
their opinion is in general, who cares? Why is this even popular? In general, overall, with both films,
Oh wow.
so they didn't care at all.
Well.
And to be fair, they have kind of beaten Herbert's Dune into the dirt. Let's be fair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's probably been given as much media attention it should have over the years overall. I mean, you got these boring movies right now.
Yeah.
You have the it was a miniseries before, wasn't it?
There was a miniseries that was
With
so
very
done,
low
low
production.
budget, although the story
Yeah,
was okay.
yeah.
It was okay. And they covered more because they just keep rehashing old ground over and over again, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
a problem. And the books are fine, but it's also, you have to have a certain mentality to read the Dune books, to be fair.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Maple Chic it says they're boring. Yeah, you just don't know what's going on in it. Yeah, they're just boring. And
And you got
Villeneuve,
that Zendaya in there too. Good God.
which is good, which is annoying. Um, but the I don't mind the cinematography of Villeneuve. I mean it
Okay.
can be great. But
Mhm.
it's just the Dune movies are so, I don't know, sepia. They're
They are.
just,
They really are. Yep.
yeah. It's like there's no color or life to it. The original Dune movie was quite colorful, and the Harkonnens
Mhm.
were awesome,
Right.
awesome, right? Anyway, I gotta go. I should have went 10 minutes ago.
Good.
Nevertheless,
All right.
thank you very much for coming in and helping me, Eric. I do appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very
Um,
welcome.
would you like to say something to the peoples?
Hey, just other than tune in this week for Drawn and Quartered as we draw the 75th anniversary of the Peanuts Gang.
Yep, yep. Charles Scholes. Do you believe, is that a Mandela? Is it Scholes or Schultz?
Uh, I guess it's however he wanted it pronounced, to be honest with you.
Well, my brain does want to say there was a T there, and these days there certainly isn't.
Uh, oh, I thought there was a T too.
Yeah, but to be,
I wish I still had. I had an original drawing from him when I was a kid.
oh, did
Um,
oh, dude, that would prove
yeah,
it right
but
there.
I was a kid and it's gone.
Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
few things as a kid I wish I still had, but ma, say la vie. Anyway, thank you all very much. Come on back next week and we'll do more entertainment stuff. But of course, we're doing the Peanuts gang this Thursday. Come on back. Later, everybody.
Yay! Bye.